Griffin Hammersland back in the corner. Griffin Hammersland open for three. Got it! What a strike for the Warriors. Griffin Hammersland back-to-back threes, and it's 8-0. High post area Burns. Left side, it is Isaac Lone. Left wing for three. Got another one. So the Warriors hitting threes and now up 26-7 here in the first. Meanwhile, the rebound by Rignitz. Rignitz back to Owen Hammersland. It's up off the glass and in. Count the basket. And for the Warriors, a dominant first half. They lead 41-17 as we go to the half. Mason Lone to Rignitz. Baseline, they go to Owen Hammersland. Gets to the basket on the left side. Uses the right hand. It's up and in. 55-21. The Warriors continue here in the third. Warriors, a dominant first quarter, set the tone. They had a 22-point lead at the end of one, and they win going away. Warriors still in first place in the small school side of the conference. They defeat Postville by a final score of 78-36. The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball action tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, Clayton Ridge visits Central. First off, we have the girls' game. The Warrior girls have played a tough schedule since the break. They hope it helps them for the stretch run against the small school side of the Upper Iowa Conference. For Clayton Ridge, the Young Eagle girls are coming off a loss to a red-hot Edco team. They continue to look for improvement as the season winds down. Time now for game number 1 of 2, Central and Clayton Ridge. The Chalk Talk for the girls' game, next. Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Bender's Foods in Guttenberg, Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach your team 5-10, 3-7 in the conference. Dropped a decision last Friday to Southwind, 41-33. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, Dan, that was a very competitive game. I felt like we were evenly matched as two teams. We came out pretty evenly in the first half. It was actually pretty low scoring. Both defenses were doing a good job. And then late in the third and early fourth quarter, we got back into the game by really ramping up our defense. We got it within 3 points. But then in the fourth quarter, we ran into foul trouble. Other kids stepped in and did a good job. We just didn't find ways to score late in the game and dropped that decision.
All right, now let's get ready for tonight's ball game. Starting a lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, we'll continue to start the same 5 kids we have been throughout the season. Bradley Erickson will start for us, along with Blair Scharf and Oakley Armstrong as guards. Katie Royer and Layla Emerson will start for us as posts.
And I know some kids contribute off the bench for you, too.
Yeah, we have kind of settled in with 4 kids that see some varsity time as well. Natalia Singleton comes in for us as a sophomore, along with Maya Gregerson and Peyton Standard, and then Zoe Armstrong finds time as a freshman.
All right, now turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. I know you defeated them early this season. What do you know about the Eagles?
Well, I know that they continue to have a lot of young kids playing for them. They play a lot of 1-2-2 and 2-3 defense, so we have to be ready to be patient within the offense as far as that goes. Like us, they struggle to handle the ball from time to time, and that's something that we want to try to capitalize on tonight.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team.
Well, taking care of the basketball for us is a big thing, Dan. We do not shoot the ball well at a high percentage, so we have to get those opportunities to shoot, and we need to take care of the basketball, and then not just take care of it, but take higher quality shots. Make their defense work throughout the possession on the defensive end, and us just being patient on offense to find higher quality shots.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you, Dan.
You betcha. Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Combine strong winds with icy conditions and you have a winter storm recipe for downed power lines and outages. Get prepared now. Put together a kit to help keep everyone safe and warm during a winter storm emergency. Have extra blankets handy and stock up on water, flashlights, non-perishable food, essential medicines, and more. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touch-tone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. And Car Auto Group online at karautogroup.com. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Clayton Ridsge girls basketball coach Megan Livingston. Coach, your team dropping a non-conference game on Monday night to a pretty good Edgewood-Colesburg team by a final score of 78-34. Tell me about that game.
I was glad that we were able to finally put up 34 points, but it was just a really off night for us. Rachel Eggleseder had a great game, and, we tried to stop her. We tried to go man. We tried to go box and one. We tried to play zone, but she just is very good. And then, they had, I think, 2 girls with over 30 points, so that hurt. I told our girls jokingly in the locker room that if any of them want to start doing that they sure can drop 30 in a game, and I'd love it. We struggle with the press. That's nothing new. I think just the lack of confidence with ball handling and, trying to throw a pass that Edgewood did a really good job anticipating.
All right, now let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's ball game then.
We have Ellie Smith, Alyssa Sodawasser, Erica Sarazua, Adeline Helly, and Kamaya Millard.
And some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Emery Ostrander gets to come back. She's a freshman. Maldine, Kira Gao, and Sophia Schmeeler are the usual 4 that come off. Kinley Deitmeyer's been helping as well. She's a freshman.
All right, now turning our attention to Central, what do you know about the Warriors?
I feel like we have gotten a lot better since we played them at the beginning of the season. So I am anticipating a better matchup than we had earlier in the year. Again, identify shooters and make sure that we can transition back on defense because they aren't afraid to push the ball up the floor and run.
All right, some of the other things you'd like to see out of your team in the ball game then.
We have a few small goals. Adeline Helly is a freshman, and I think she's sitting at 98 varsity points and 89 varsity rebounds. So she really wants to get, to over 100 in both of those tonight. So I think that's an attainable goal, and just calming down and taking care of the ball. Try not to let things get so out of control. When that score gets run up like that, their minds just kind of go dark, and I get it, but we need to just work on staying positive and controlling what we can, and that is the press.
Absolutely. So, all right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Sounds good.
Yes, Clayton Ridsge girls basketball coach Megan Livingston on her Eagle team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hey, Justin Burnau here from Burnau Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Burnau Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Central State Bank provides a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you won't deal with a branch or department. You'll deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Experience high-speed fiber internet through Neat's fiber optic network with speeds now available up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, and Postville. Don't forget, you no longer need to carry a phone line when you subscribe to internet in one of Neat's Freedom Plans. For more information on how to upgrade your services and the best pricing, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. Neat, connecting you now.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Growl Lugs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. And by the Luena Savings Bank, member FDIC. This is KCTN Sports. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Mike Sass filling in for us tonight. Welcome to Guttenberg, Clayton Ridge, and Central. We're moving things up. No JV tonight, but here we go with a couple of rivals meeting, Coach Sass.
Yeah, good to be here. Should be a couple of intense games tonight. Like you said, good rivalry between these two schools, so looking forward to it.
All right, so Central girls come in 5-10. They are 3-7 in the conference. They come into this ball game. Actually, since the Christmas break, they've struggled. They've actually lost 7 games in a row, stretching back to before the Christmas break. Clayton Ridge girls come in 1-12. They're 1-9 in the conference. They come in on the heels of a 10-game losing streak. So both these teams continue to work hard, and one of them going to feel a lot better tonight.
Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they both just got done kind of playing the bigger schools. Yep. And then this year on the girls' side, a couple of the better schools are on the small side too. So it's tough in the girls league this year.
And then for everybody's going through illness now. We heard that. You'll hear that tomorrow night from all the wrestling coaches. Everybody, and you guys going through that at West Central?
Not too bad in my homeroom, but I think overall in the school, yeah.
So that will affect this ball game tonight. Katie Royer, for instance, Central actually has 2 players that will not be available for this ball game tonight. One of them, of course, is Katie Royer, who is a normal starter for them. So let's talk about first off Central. They come in doing a lot of good things defensively, but only average about 35 points a ball game. And their leading scorer right now is Briley Erickson, averaging around 9 points a ball game. Layla Embretson is their post player, averaging around 7.
Yeah, I think they do a nice job on the defensive end, like you mentioned. It's just a matter of finding someone to consistently score for them.
All right, and that's been the story for this team. For Clayton Ridge, same situation. They average about 25 points a ball game. But they are led by a freshman in Adeline Helly, averaging nearly 8 points a ball game. Kamaya Millard, a junior, averaging around 7 points a ball game. And it's a team that does some good things when they hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, I think turnovers is a big area where we've got to pay attention with the Eagles tonight. If they can handle the ball, and they've got a couple girls that can score it, but two kind of similar teams that really play decent defense but have trouble scoring at times.
Now, in the first matchup, Central actually had one of their better nights offensively. They won by a final score of 57-28. But I think it's safe to say we expect a different ball game tonight.
Yeah, the second time you play a team is usually tougher. You know, they get a little better scout on you. Girls kind of know what to expect. So I think it'll be a little bit tighter game tonight.
All right. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, you look at, or for Central rather, you look at schedule-wise here. Again, the Turkey Valley game, that's coming up for them on Tuesday night. That will be another major challenge for them. But as they feel the season goes on there, they've got Cedar Valley Christian, a Key High team that they battled with as well. So they feel like down the stretch here, they can get maybe something going for the postseason.
Yeah, they tonight's a winnable one for them, so they want to get this one because, like we mentioned, they've got a tough schedule. If you're a team in the small side of the Upper Iowa Conference, you've got a tough schedule this year.
All right, the other thing is for the Clayton Ridge girls, they're at Riceville Monday night and at West Central on Tuesday night, then at Key High. But they feel like there's a stretch of games there that they'll have an opportunity if they play well.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday night both should be chances for them to win.
Yeah, Riceville team that's only won 2 games so far this season, different conference. And then, of course, West Central, a team that Clayton Ridge has their lone victory this season. We talked about both these teams offensively, just like the weather outside. They've been cold much of the year offensively, and the problem has been sometimes they've been like it's going to be overnight, even colder.
Yeah, that's going to be the issue tonight. Whichever team can find some consistent scoring, put the ball in the hoop, is going to come out on top tonight.
And as far as stats in this ball game, Central shoots 27% from the field, 20% from the three-point line, 52% from the free throw line. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, 26% from the field, 19% from the three-point line. So these teams almost identical stats. But the Eagles getting to the free throw line, but only shooting 38% on the season. So even when they're getting to the line, their goal is to make 1 of 2 if we can.
Yeah, that's a lot of points you're giving away there.
All right, let's talk about keys in the ball game. You mentioned for Clayton Ridge, handling the basketball, some of the other keys.
Yeah, I think handling the basketball, and then just playing good defense and finding someone to score.
And meanwhile, for Central, keys in this ball game tonight.
And they're going to play good defense. They've done that all year. It's all about scoring. It's all about making shots for Central.
And let's see how these teams match up defensively. Clayton Ridge last time went primarily 1-2-2 zone against Central. Pressure, you think both these teams will likely throw some pressure, or at least we know Central will, to try to see if they can get some transition baskets that might help them out offensively.
Yeah, that'll help their offense a lot if they can get some turnovers and score in the transition game.
All right, so it is senior night as well, so it's good to get this game here at Clayton Ridge. They'll do that in between games, and we plan on bringing that to you tonight in between the ball games. Meanwhile, we're ready for our starting lineups. Let's go courtside. Public address announcer Rick Colbert. And tonight's starting lineups, take it away courtside there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Upper Iowa Conference matchup between the Central Warriors and your Clayton Ridge Eagles. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Warriors, a senior, number 2, Oakley Armstrong. A junior, number 3, Briley Erickson. A sophomore, number 5, Blair Scharf. A senior, number 12, Layla Embretson. And a freshman, number 15, Zoe Armstrong. The head coach of the Warriors is Mark Wiley, assisted by Emily Frieden, Katie Wiley, and Allison Burkle. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for your Clayton Ridge Eagles. A sophomore, number 1, Erica Sarazua. A senior, number 2, Alyssa Sodawasser. A freshman, number 21, Emery Ostrander. A junior, number 24, Kamaya Millard. And a freshman, number 32, Adeline Helly. The head coach of the Eagles is Megan Livingston, assisted by Stan Backenstad.
There you have it. Starting
Ladies and
lineups,
gentlemen.
opening action coming up next from Clayton Ridge. It's the Eagles and the Warriors.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN FM 100.1, the live stream from KCTN.com or on the KCTN YouTube channel. We're ready to go with our matchup tonight. A couple of updates. There's some games that have been canceled tonight or moved up. MFL Marmac and Waukon, I believe that game has been moved up, girls and boys. And Edco and Maquoketa Valley, that game, I believe, running right on schedule tonight. Meanwhile, I think schedule-wise, you may have seen a number of other teams like Southwind, North Fayette Valley canceled, but I think the story tonight is get some neighbors playing here, and I think that played into let's try to get these games in.
Yeah, if the travel's not too bad, then yeah, you might as well get them in tonight.
All right, so to jump up will be Helly for Clayton Ridge and Embretson for Central. Eagles home white bottoms and tops. Eagles there in that hunter green, and the Warriors, they're away red uniforms, bottoms and tops. Central there in white. Tip is won into the backcourt, and it's won there by Clayton Ridge. Sarah Zua, left side. Ostrander drives the baseline. She got the start tonight, and she'll bring it along the baseline and then dribbled it out of bounds. Ran out of room, and the ball goes back there to Clayton Ridge. Now, we mentioned both these teams figured to do some pressing in this ball game tonight, and sure enough, it is Clayton Ridge hitting them right away. And Blair Scharf has the ball knocked away by Sarah Zua, and it will go back there to the Warriors. So let's see how these teams handle this. Turnovers have been more of a problem for Clayton Ridge. Central more at 20 a ball game, where Clayton Ridge is nearly 30 a ball game. So both those teams will need to cut that number down tonight.
Yeah, you're going to want to be under 20.
So left side offensively, Zoe Armstrong got the start tonight with Royer out. They go to Embretson in the lane. Good straight up defense by Helly. Left it short. Embretson did. Partially blocked there by Helly. And the rebound pulled down there by the Eagles. Sodawasser back in the offensive end. Left side, Millard open left corner for three. Grazes the side of the rim on the right. No good. But Sarah Zua, the offensive rebound. Central 2-3 zone. Sodawasser, Sarah Zua, left side to Millard, and Millard traveled with the basketball, moved the feet before moving the ball. So we'll get a look to see what Clayton Ridge is doing defensively, but their pressure is a 1-2-1-1 pressure, and Sodawasser actually plays the top of that. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, looks to me like they're going to zone things up here, and it's going to be a 1-2-2 zone.
Yep, just like you mentioned that they played the first time.
Embretson, they look in the lane, reverses it on top to Erickson, in and out of her hands, but she's able to go back and pick it up. Armstrong on the right wing with it now. High post area to Armstrong, who turns at the elbow. 15-footer is no good. May have been partially blocked that time. Sarah Zua clears things for the Eagles. Sodawasser, actually Ostrander, back in the offensive end. Millard has it on the left wing, on top to Sarah Zua. In the lane to Helly, post-up shot, 5 feet away, off the glass, up and in. And it is now 2-0. So the Eagles there held up signs for 100. That's her 100th point of the season. Meanwhile, losing the basketball is Central on a turnover. Back to Helly on the left block. Actually, right block shot is short. Rebound pulled down by Embretson. And they have Armstrong ahead of the pack, but a pass that is mishandled. And the Eagles get back. Meanwhile, Sarah Zua just knocked the ball away from Armstrong. And the loose ball there picked up by the Eagles. They have forced a turnover.
Yeah, some fast, furious action we've got going here.
Sodawasser, pass to her, goes out of bounds into the bench, and it will go back to the Warriors. It is not a work of art right now.
No, 5 total turnovers here, both teams combined in just the first 2 minutes of the game.
Erickson, right side in the offensive end. Scharf back out on top here to Zoe Armstrong. Right side to Scharf, who drives baseline and then is bumped by Sodawasser. So a foul committed by Sodawasser. That is our first whistle of the ball game against the Eagles. And it will be Central taking it off the right side of the basket. And it will be Erickson taking it out of bounds. Eagles again a 1-2-2. Sarazua plays the top of that. Meanwhile, Erickson, top of the key. They work it over to Erickson on the corner. She took it in bounds, but the three-pointer from the right wing aired it out long. Shot no good. Eagles clear things with Millard. And back in the offensive end is Ostrander. Top of the key to Millard. Eagles drive left side with Sodawasser. Cut off on the baseline. Try to go on the wing, and that ball is knocked away. Picked up there by Oakley Armstrong. So we exchange turnovers, and it is Central back into the offensive end. Scharf, step behind the arc right side. Zoe Armstrong, left side to Oakley Armstrong. And Oakley Armstrong looks to drive, but stops, went into traffic, trying to pull away, and she does get it to Erickson. Right side, Zoe Armstrong open, right side for three. Much like Erickson's shot, ends up in the same spot. Aired it out long. Embretson tried to save the rebound underneath there, actually along the baseline, but flipped it back into the hands of Ostrander. And back across in the offensive end is the Eagles. And Sarazua, high post area, tried to go to Helly, but a low pass in a lot of traffic, and the ball is turned over once again.
Yeah, you don't want to throw at the feet of those big girls.
Scharf comes in the offensive end, and a little hand check called on Sarazua on top. That'll be the second whistle against the Eagles. So we played a little over 3 minutes. Warriors have not scored here, as Oakley Armstrong will check out. And into the game for the Warriors in her first appearance tonight is number 22, Peyton Standard, who is a sophomore. And on top, Standard gets the basketball. Erickson, left side, pass intercepted by Ostrander. Sarazua gets it, nice feed over right side, but losing the handle on the ball was Smith, who just came into the ball game for Sodawasser. She traveled with the basketball. So that is Ellie Smith, a freshman. And again, they had the opportunity there.
Yep, just got to catch those passes a little bit cleaner.
Standard to Erickson. Middle of the court to Scharf. They beat the pressure. Right side to Embretson, who pulls up. A little shovel shot from the right block. A step behind there. Flipped it up and in. Didn't take it into traffic. Hit the jump shot. Warriors on the board.
Yeah, nice little pull-up from Embretson there.
And Central will get the benefit of a turnover here as Smith caught the basketball, moved the feet again as she caught it before moving the ball. And it goes back there to the Warriors.
Yeah, and Clayton Ridsge, those turnovers really starting to mount already.
And the inbounds to Zoe Armstrong. Back out on top to Erickson. And Erickson goes left side to Scharf. Back right side, Erickson. Right wing, fires up the three. Shot is long. Rebound kicks to the far right. And it's tracked down by Smith in the corner. Eagles offensively, left side to Ostrander. Ostrander to Smith. Smith across the timeline, has the ball knocked away, but able to regroup, and now a bumping call, a hand check called there on Standard, and that'll be the first whistle against the Warriors.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive there by Standard. Nice pressure, but back off just a little bit and force the Clayton Ridge girl to make the
We
mistake.
really haven't had the opportunity to see if Central's running full court pressure yet, just because they've only got one made shot. So we've got a timeout taken by the Eagles. We're tied at 2, halfway through the opening act.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner, supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Our first timeout is a 30-second timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. It is the Eagles basketball. and they'll take it in front of the Central bench. Meanwhile, the Warriors here out of the zone. They're going girl-to-girl defense, and stepping over the center court line on the inbounds was Smith, straddling that line, and just that foot drifted over, and the Eagles turn it over out of the timeout.
Yeah, that's better pressure for if you're Central there. You didn't get too aggressive, you didn't foul, and you caused the Clayton Ridge girl to step over the back, over the middle line and turn it over.
And right side, Scharf has the basketball in the lane to Embretson, quickly to Standard, back right side to Scharf, who moved the feet before moving the ball. Got under the baseline, hit the 15-foot shot, but we've seen this now, well, too many times early in this game.
Yeah, just way too many turnovers for both teams, especially Clayton Ridge, but Central's got 4 already as well.
So Smith checks out of the game for the Eagles. In there is number 5 for Clayton Ridge, and that will be Sophie Schmeeler into the ball game. Ostrander also came in as well. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge throws it away again. Ostrander tried to push it up along the sideline over the outstretched hands of Sarazua. The concerning thing is the unforced turnovers.
Right, yeah, it'd be different if Central was pressuring and tipping passes and things, but Clayton Ridge is just having trouble completing a pass.
Standard left side, Erickson drives baseline, poked out of there by Millard, and it goes out of bounds. Eagles will again defensively line up now as Central takes it to the left side of the basket. Substitutions for Central, as it will be Zoe Armstrong checking out. Oakley Armstrong checks in. Standard checks out. And number 24, Natalia Singleton, a sophomore, makes her first appearance. And they run their 1-4 sets. Inbounds back on top to Armstrong. In the corner, that is Erickson. Deep left corner for 3. Got it! Warriors hitting a shot from outside. They've had a couple of good looks, and they lead 5-2.
Yeah, they've run that play 3 times, gotten a good look every time, and Erickson finally makes one.
It also allowed them to set up pressure. Meanwhile, the Eagles into the offensive end. Too quick to get going there. Travel with the basketball as Millard tried to drive right side. Backcourt area, Erickson. Erickson to Armstrong. Singleton. Middle of the court to Embretson. Left side to Erickson. We approach the 3-minute mark of a first quarter that has been evenly matched so far. Scharf, left side now to Armstrong. Armstrong behind the left wing, reverses it right side. That's Erickson, puts it on the floor, drives baseline, shovels up the 8-foot shot, leaves it flat as it rolled from right to left. Millard gets the rebound for Clayton Ridge. Millard, left side to Sarazua. High post area to Helly. She reverses it left side to Ostrander. Ostrander in the lane. They get it to Helly on the left block. Post-up shot. It's up and in. So good job by the Eagles finding Helly there and using that size. It's 5-4.
Yeah, if they can get it to Helly inside, she does a nice job. Keeps the ball high and nice high release.
As the Warriors try to bring it into the offensive end, Schmeeler knocked it out of bounds. Central will take it out in front of the bench. Not a bad crowd here tonight, all things considered. I know some folks just wanted to play it safe tonight, and I get that. Erickson in the offensive end, on top to Scharf. High post area to Embretson. Embretson left side to Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong back out on top. Blair Scharf, top of the key, fires up the 3. Got it! Warriors have hit back-to-back threes in the early 8-4 lead.
Yeah, that's a big shot for Central. Maybe spread that zone out a little bit more.
1-2-2 pressure, by the way, by Central. But in the lane, Helly gets it on the left block. Shot, banks it long, but gets her own rebound. Over to Sarazua. Set shot from 12 feet away, closer to 15 on the right wing. Hits it, and the Eagles back within 2. Little flow going here now as Oakley Armstrong has the ball knocked away in the backcourt.
Yeah, a lot better than the beginning of the game. Both teams maybe getting a little bit more comfortable once the games got going here.
All right, so the scorers table there, I think had a question, but that question is answered. We did not have a sub coming in there at all. So we'll reset again with Scharf taking it out of bounds in the backcourt. Erickson back to Scharf. They beat the pressure. Scharf goes right side to Singleton. Nice bounce pass to Embretson, who catches it on the left block, but plays Annie over. Shot no good. Singleton the rebound on top to Erickson. As Erickson drives in, pulls up a little 8-foot leaner, falls short, and the ball goes out of bounds. So the Warriors had opportunity there, but come up empty.
Yeah, just not shooting a great percentage right now. Those couple threes they hit were big, though.
1-2-2 pressure, as we mentioned, with Armstrong playing the top of that. Sarazua in the backcourt. And she's able to bring it across the timeline, but has the ball knocked away momentarily, but saves it back to Schmeeler. Back out on top to Millard. Millard right side to Ostrander. And Ostrander tried to go back out on top, deflected right back to her by Armstrong. Schmeeler, top of the key, lines up the 3. The shot blocked there as Oakley Armstrong closed in, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay down here with the Eagles. Good recovery there by Oakley Armstrong.
Yeah, nice job getting a hand on that one.
Left side is where Millard will take it out of bounds. As the Warriors continue girl to girl, Haley catches it on the block, but the shot is long. However, Schmeeler got the rebound. Nobody boxed out. Meanwhile, Ostrander pulls up left side, 15-footer, banks it long as it grazed the backboard on the right side and grazed that side of the rim. Armstrong back in the offensive end. Scharf left side to Erickson. Ostrander defensively there, plays at the top of that 1-2-2 zone. Armstrong right side, Blair Scharf right wing for three, aired it out long. Millard, nice job boxing out, gets the rebound off the left, inside a minute in the quarter. Millard drives in, gets it over to Sarazua. Her shot blocked by Central, getting back defensively. Then Singleton knocked it out of bounds. Singleton and Scharf converge down low. It'll stay down here with the Eagles off the left side of the basket.
Yeah, Millard just not able to get it over to Sarazua quite quick enough there.
And it will be Millard inbounds to Ostrander, open, left side for three. Shot is long, had a good look, the left-handed shot there. And Singleton tracks down the rebound, so the Warriors basically have their double post offense in with Singleton and also as well number 12 there in Embretson. Embretson on top to Erickson, left side to Scharf. Scharf drives baseline, nice wraparound pass to Singleton, shovels it up with the left hand up and in. 10-6 Warriors have the lead, hitting double digits, 25 seconds left here in the quarter.
Yeah, really nice drive and dish by Scharf there.
Ostrander, left side, double team, but gets it over to Schmeeler for top of the key, actually a little to the left for three, no good. Sarazua the rebound, tries the putback, but banks it long. And Central clears it, but we're down to 5 seconds left in the quarter. As Scharf brings it across the timeline, Scharf left side to Erickson. Erickson brings it, step back three, left side it is short. And the first half comes to an end. Warriors a slow start, but the early lead. Central 10, Clayton Ridge 6. Let's take this break.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Bender's Foods in Guttenberg, Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We played one quarter. It is Central the early lead of 10-6 in this ball game, as they did not score the first 3.5 minutes of the ball game, so their 10 points came in the final 4.5 minutes of the quarter. What do we have stat-wise?
Yeah, let's see. Central shot 4 of 14 overall, 2 of 7 from three. Those two three-pointers were big. Clayton Ridge 3 of 13 overall, 0 of 4 from three.
And again, both these teams have struggled shooting. Meanwhile, Schmeeler reaches in on Erickson as the Warriors have the ball to start the second quarter. Embretson, Erickson, Scharf, and also Singleton and Zoe Armstrong start this quarter for Central. For the Eagles, it will be Ostrander. Smith starts the second quarter. Mallory Dean in the ball game and makes her first appearance, a sophomore. Also Millard out there along with Schmeeler. I think we picked all five there. And it is Scharf with the basketball as the Warriors set in defensively. Again, the Eagles in that 1-2-2. Scharf right side, Zoe Armstrong with the basketball. High post to Singleton. Swings it left side. Scharf open, left wing for three. Grazes the front of the rim. Shot is long, short rather. Zoe Armstrong tracks down the rebound, but actually does the splits almost at the end of the Clayton Ridge bench, and because of that, went out of bounds. Good hustle, but the turnover gives it back there to the Eagles. Yeah. Turnover-wise in the first quarter.
Yeah, 4 for Central, so not too bad. 10 for Clayton Ridge, though.
And again, the Eagles, that's been their problem. And still in this ball game right now, though, that's the important part, playing through things.
Yeah, they've kind of made up for it with some good offensive rebounding.
Smith, left side, Ostrander. Ostrander back to Smith. Free throw line area with Millard, and Millard traveled with the basketball. Got it at the high post, but again, quicken things up with the traffic around there.
Yep, just tried to move her feet before she saw what was in front of her there.
And it will be, again, Central inbounds to Erickson. Middle of the court to Singleton. Left side to Embretson against Central. Good job handling that pressure. Erickson on top to Scharf. Right side, Zoe Armstrong. Armstrong baseline to Singleton. Goes inside the lane to Embretson, and it's taken away by Mallory Dean. And then I believe a foul called on Embretson. Sure enough, it is. They converge down low, steal for the Eagles, and they'll get possession.
Yeah, just not enough room to make that pass in there. Just kind of forced it in.
Substitution for Central. Peyton Stannard into the ball game, and Embertson checks out. And I believe for Embertson, that is just her first foul. So now you basically have a one-post offense out there for Central. Millard brings it up the near sideline. They beat the pressure, but then it's poked away by Stannard. It'll stay down here with Clayton Ridge. Helly back into the ball game, and you figured with Embertson going out, they would try to get her back in as soon as they can. Millard checks out there for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think Embertson their best defensive post, so now would be the time you want to get it inside to Helly.
Smith, right side, goes to Ostrander. Ostrander to Helly, double teamed on the block, almost triple teamed. Schmeeler, right side to Smith, top of the key for three. They're going to wave off the shot. We've got a 3-second violation on Clayton Ridge. After they had looked inside, Helly in the lane too long. Turnover gives it back there to Central.
Yeah, just a split second too long because that shot was going up.
And again, inbounds. They get it there to Erickson, to Singleton. Right side, Zoe Armstrong has the ball go in and out of her hands, picks it up, and then a foul committed by Clayton Ridge. So Clayton Ridge had the trap ready to go, but a reach-in foul, and that is our second foul on Clayton Ridge here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a time where you don't want to bail him out. You kind of had her in that corner there. Great place to trap. Just be big and long and try and get a tip pass there.
Schmeeler out of the ball game. Ostrander back in for the Eagles. And it is Peyton Stannard. Actually, Zoe Armstrong with it. Throws it on top to Scharf. Intercepted by Sarah Zua. Meanwhile, trying to go into the offensive end was Smith. The ball taken from behind by Stannard, but couldn't regroup. So it's a turnover by the Eagles, and then a turnover by the Warriors.
Yeah, just giving it back to each other here.
And it will be the Eagles off the right side of the basket. Ostrander brings it to the elbow area, on top to Smith. That pass knocked away, but Smith goes to center court, then she stepped across the back of the center court line, but she was bumped by Stannard. So again, a break for the Eagles there. She tried to dance along that center court line.
Yeah, not a hard foul or anything, but just got into her just enough to push her over that line. Then you got to make that call as an official.
Yep, Oakley Armstrong in. Stannard checks out, and it will again go back to the Eagles. Smith, left sideline area. They go in the lane to Helly. Catches it off the left block. Post-up shot off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Erickson slapped it out of bounds. It'll stay down here. They're getting correction. They're going to give it. Yeah, it's going to go to Clayton Ridge, isn't it? Nope, it's Central's ball.
Yeah, I think they might have missed that one. We had a pretty good view there. Looked like Erickson might have knocked that one out.
And they did not ask our opinion. As Embertson checks out of the ball or into the game, Singleton checks out. Oakley Armstrong beats the pressure, drives in, blocked by Helly over there on the help defense, goes out of bounds. It'll be on the left side of the basket for Central as they challenge down low. And it will be Armstrong now taking it out of bounds in Oakley Armstrong.
Yeah, good block there by Helly.
Yep, coming over to help out defensively. Inbounds to Erickson in the corner. Erickson goes back to Oakley Armstrong. Absolutely wide open. Left corner for three, but leaves it short. And a nice box out again for the Eagles down low with Mallory Dean getting the rebound. Sarah Zua back across the timeline. Right side to Ostrander. Ostrander, nothing doing, so they'll work it back out on top. High post area to Helly. To Dean, down in the left block. They go down low there, and it's a 3-second violation on Clayton Ridge. So another turnover committed by the Eagles, and I think you could pick or choose which player that was on.
Yeah, I think it might have been on Helly. She wasn't down deep in the lane, but that lane extends all the way to the free throw line.
Zoe Armstrong to Blair Scharf. Scharf brings it up sideline and dribbled the basketball out of bounds on the sideline. And again, that's what we've talked about. Unforced turnovers, nightmare.
I think her foot just caught a piece of that line there as she was dribbling down the sideline.
So it goes back to Clayton Ridge. Nobody has scored here in our second quarter. Meanwhile, we've got the ball knocked out of bounds once again. You're going to see a lot of deflected passes in this ball game and some number of jump balls, which we, believe it or not, have not seen quite yet. Inbounds, they get it center court to Mallory Dean. Double team, but gets out of it to Smith. Smith, top of the key, left side to Ostrander, lane to the basket, shot too strong. Scharf did a good job closing, coming over there to disrupt the drive. So back in the offensive end is Central. Scharf, left side to Erickson, left side for three, leaves it short on the left wing. Great look, though. Helly clears the rebound. The Eagles handling the boards on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're Clayton Ridge, as much as they've turned it over, they're doing a nice job rebounding.
At the free throw line, Sarah Zua open 15-footer. It is no good. Embertson boxes out, clears things in the defensive end. Back over to Oakley Armstrong. The Warriors go in the lane to Embertson. Goes to the middle of the lane. Shot blocked by Helly. Just turned and fired. Helly with the block shot there, and the rebound pulled down by the Eagles. So that's, I believe, the third block for Helly in the early part of this game. High post area, Helly triple teamed immediately, able to get out of it though and throw it on top to Smith. Smith to Ostrander, left side, Sarah Zua, left corner for three. Got it! Sarah Zua has been a spark. First points of the second quarter, and the Eagles back within 10-9.
Yeah, she's got 5, and Helly's got 4. Those are her 2 scores in this game.
Backcourt area, Armstrong gets it ahead to Scharf. They've got numbers. Back over to Embritz, and her shot no good, but fouled by Smith. Good decision by Scharf. They had a 2-on-1 opportunity. Embritz into the free throw line for 2 as the Warriors try to score their first points of the second quarter.
Yeah, Scharf did a nice job taking it at Helly, bringing her away from the play so she couldn't get a block shot there, and then Embritson draws the foul.
So Embritz into the free throw line. We have always mentioned this, but the one thing the Warriors typically do is the free throw is good. They typically, under a Coach Wiley team, get to the free throw line more than their opponent. As Standard checks back in, Oakley Armstrong checks out. Meanwhile, Mallory Dean has checked out, as has Smith for the Eagles. And back into the game is Millard, and also Ostrander comes back into the game. Free throw on its way by Embritson. It is good, and it's 12-9. Warriors lead by 3. Halfway point is what we're nearing in the second quarter. Ostrander, offensive end, brings it over, left corner area. Millard on top, the pass overthrown by Ostrander. Got along the baseline, tried to reverse it there, and it goes out of bounds, center court, and it will go back to the Warriors.
Yeah, just dribbled a little too deep. You don't want to get yourself way down in that corner. You take away a lot of your options.
So it will go to the Warriors. Neither team yet to get what you would say a run going here, and now the Warriors want a timeout. 4:02 exactly left in the half. 12-9, Central the early lead.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmers.realfood.realmeat.com.
So again, 12-9, the early lead for Clayton Ridge. The other thing we talk about how disjointed this game has been, but it's tough for the crowd to get into this.
It is, yeah. There hasn't, like you said, neither team's been on a run. There hasn't been a ton of flow in this game. So, yeah, it is tough for the crowd.
So the Warriors, both teams have used a timeout here. Warriors with the basketball on top to Standard. Standard right side to Erickson. They run a backdoor screen. Scharf there. It's defensed. Scharf kicks it left side to Standard. Left wing for 3. Leaves it short, but Erickson Hustle gets the rebound. Saves it back to Zoe Armstrong. And they try to go baseline to Scharf. It's thrown away into the hands of Millard. And here across the timeline is Clayton Ridge. Ostrander tried to go in the lane to Helly. Fronting was Scharf. The ball knocked out of there, but picked up by the Eagles. Millard in the lane to Helly. Turns, reversed it left side to Schmeeler. 15-footer from the elbow. It is good. Bring a lot of attention to the lane. And Schmeeler hits the outside shot. They're back within 1. Backcourt area is Embritson across the timeline. Back over to Erickson. And it is Zoe Armstrong off the top of the key. And Standard with it. Left side, try to go to Erickson, who gets it. Baseline 15-footer. It is good. So Erickson, who scored 28 in a ball game earlier this year, leaning on her to score more is what the Warriors are so far.
Yeah, she's got a nice-looking shot there. She hasn't made a ton tonight, but her shot does look pretty good.
Ostrander along the baseline is covered and works it left wing to Schmeeler. On top to Millard. Millard traveled with the basketball again. Moved the feet before moving the ball. 2:50 to go here in our first half. 14-11. Central here has the lead.
Yeah, they just done that a number of times tonight. They just got to put that ball on the floor before they start their feet moving.
And left side, Scharf has the basketball. And you see Central kind of Erickson and Zoe Armstrong in the same spot, kind of thinking about who's supposed to go where. They get that figured out, and it will go to the Warriors now here. As the right side, Standard has the basketball. Back over towards the center court circle with Scharf. Left side, Erickson drives baseline. She's open. A little set shot there. Flipped it up on the run, actually. Left it short. It's a good drive. And Millard clears things for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, nice little set play to get Erickson a shot there. Just wasn't able to convert.
Right side, Sarah Zua with the basketball to Schmeeler. Top of the key, Millard in the lane. Nice over top pass. They get it down to Scharf, but her shot is blocked. They get it to Helly there. It's blocked by Scharf out of bounds. Last touch by Helly, and the ball will go back there to the Warriors. Good closing defense by Central that time.
Yeah, the Central does a nice job of collapsing once Helly gets the ball in there, but Helly does a good job of keeping it high as well.
All right, substitution. Standard checks out. as back into the game is Oakley Armstrong. 2 minutes left here in our first half. And it is left side Scharf. Erickson on the right wing. Brings it along the right baseline. Wraparound pass, Oakley Armstrong. Deep left corner for 3. Aired it out short. And the rebound cleared by Helly. Eagles back into the offensive end. And Ostrander trying to lead. Schmeeler had the right idea. Pass over shot. Schmeeler saves it out of bounds. Good hustle, but right back into the hands of Armstrong for Central. And the Warriors come back into the offensive end. Scharf, top of the key. Stops the dribble, goes right side to, again, Oakley Armstrong. Oakley to, Zoe Armstrong to Oakley Armstrong. When the boys' game, to Hammersland, to as well Loans playing. Yep. It's all basketball around here, family affair.
Yep, for sure.
Singleton checks back in, and it will be Zoe Armstrong checking out with 1:28 to go here in our first half. And Erickson with the basketball as the Warriors have had some outside shots, just again not shooting well. Oakley Armstrong, baseline to Singleton. And tried to go to Embertson at the high post. It's knocked away, but picked back up by Singleton. Left side to Scharf. Scharf gets in middle of the lane, flips it up with the right hand, just off the rim, no good. Singleton the rebound, put back, no good. Played Andy over. Scharf got the rebound off the right. Top of the key, Erickson open for 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Singleton the rebound, put back, blocked by Helly. And Helly goes up against the rebound. Couple of opportunities for the Warriors, but turned away.
Yeah, that's their best offensive rebounding possession.
Smith, left side to Millard. Millard open, left side for 3. Off the right side of the rim, it was long. Erickson gets the rebound. Team's getting looks, but again, as we mentioned, both these teams have struggled mightily offensively all year.
Yeah, just not shooting high percentages at all.
Scharf, left side to Oakley Armstrong. High post to Embretson. Embretson takes the 15-footer. It is good. That's a shot she can certainly take. The biggest lead for either team right now at 16-11. Back offensively here is Helly. Puts it on the floor with a lot of traffic. Needs some help. Swings it left side to Smith. Millard left baseline for 3. That one's short. And it is Embretson getting the rebound. 10 seconds left here in our opening half, I should say. Scharf, left side to Erickson. Erickson in the lane to Embretson. Turns, 15-footer. It is good in the closing seconds of the first half. And the Warriors end up taking a lead here of 18-11 after scoring the final 4 points of the quarter in the final 30 seconds. 18-11, Warriors in the lead at the half. When we return, first half stats. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. And Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Central actually closed the second quarter on a 6-0 run. They lead 18-11 here at the half. They outscored Clayton Ridge 10-6 in the opening quarter, and then outscored Clayton Ridge 8-5 in the second quarter. We turn things over to Coach Sass. Let's go through the individual totals starting for Clayton Ridge.
Individual totals for Clayton Ridge. Sarazua with 5 points, Schmeeler with 2, and Helly with 4.
All right, totals now for Central in the first half.
Central, Briley Erickson with 5, Blair Sharp with 3, Embertson with 8, 2 big turnaround shots there to end the first half, and then Singleton with 2.
All right, as far as the team totals shooting-wise in the first half, let's start with Central.
Yeah, so Central was 7 of 29 overall.
So, again, a little below 25%.
Yeah, and 2 of 13 from 3. Those 2 they hit were big first in the first quarter, but they didn't make one in the second quarter, and they're 2 of 2 from the line.
And as far as Central's totals now?
Clayton Ridge is 5.
Clayton Ridge, yes.
5 of 20 overall, and 1 of 7 from the three-point line.
So, again, they're shooting about 25% to be exact, and both these teams really kind of shooting right along their numbers.
Yeah, basically they're doing what they've done all year. Low-scoring game, kind of like we thought it would be.
And I think you also have to give some props defensively because Central's been forced more of an outside shot, but Embertson, as you mentioned, getting a couple of baskets at least at the free throw line. And for Clayton Ridge, they certainly want to work through Helly down low and trying to get her the ball and more involved offensively.
Yeah, I think both teams are doing a nice job defensively as what they want to do. Helly's blocked some shots and kind of taking care of the paint area defensively for Clayton Ridge. So Central's had to look at some outside shots. Those couple threes they hit, those 2 turnarounds by Embertson were big. And Central does a nice job whenever Helly does catch it. There's 3-4 girls that immediately swarm to her.
So at the half, Central leads Clayton Ridge 18-11. We have our first score of the night. MFL Monarch girls lead Waukon 15-11 at the end of 1 as the Bulldog girls trying to stay at the top there of that big school division of the Upper Iowa Conference for the girls. When we return, we'll talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on in second half action. 18-11, Warriors lead at the half.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill the deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
Choose skilled care to recover from your surgery or illness. Grace Bullman of Eitzen did, and she states, "When I came into the hospital following surgery in La Crosse, the first thing I noticed was it seems like family. The whole unit was welcoming, kind, caring, and glad I was there. I felt peaceful, and with their help I knew that I would get back home again, which I did just 2 weeks later. The entire staff was encouraging and always gave the extra mile. Wherever you are, remember to ask for skilled care."
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Ground Lugs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. And by the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. This is KCTN Sports. At the half, Central leads 18-11. We have another girls' score. We mentioned MFL Marmac leads Waukon 15-11. But Edco leads Maquoketa Valley at the end of one, 12-11. Wow. An Edco team that comes in, I believe, on a 6-game winning streak against a top 5 team in Maquoketa Valley. We'll continue to keep you up to date. Meanwhile, our boys' game coming up a little bit later on. The Central boys are in first place alone in the small school side of the Upper Iowa Conference. And again, their conference record is 7-4. Meanwhile, the Eagles are 4-6, so they're not that far off the pace. Turkey Valley is a team that is 5-5 in the conference. Now, Turkey Valley's lost 2 games this week. By the way, Central Turkey Valley play on Tuesday night in Elkader. That's where we'll be on Tuesday night. So the Warriors trying to set themselves up for a big ball game on Tuesday night.
Yeah, so that game will be big on Tuesday night for the small side. So, they don't want to look ahead tonight, but with the rivalry, I don't think they will be.
Yeah, so that boys game coming up a little bit later on. The Warriors expected to be without Griffin Hammersland, who one of their guards, and they are guard-oriented, as, again, he averages 10 points a ball game. But that's been the fortunate thing for Central. They got a bunch of players that average all between like 8 and 12 points a ball game. They have a total of 5 guys on their team with those numbers.
Yeah, very balanced team. So that's nice when you are missing a guy. It's not a huge thing for someone else to just pick up those points.
So again, our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. Second half action here of the girls game for the Eagles. Obviously, the turnovers need to cut down here. You're doing a lot of good things defensively.
Yeah, they've played really good defense, especially Helly on the inside. Maybe Central's found something with Embertson hitting those 2 free throw line shots. So since Clayton Ridsge is going to have to counter that now.
Eagles basketball to start the second half. It'll be Sarah Zua, Ostrander. Smith starts the second half. Helly starts the second half along with Millard. Central, by the way, comes out now 1-2-2 zone defense. Ostrander, Singleton starts the second half for them. We'll talk more in a second. Miller drives baseline, right side to Ostrander. Ostrander on top to Smith, just off the top of the key for 3. Grazed the side of the rim, no good. Sarah Zua the rebound, back to Smith. She'll try again. That one, got it from the left side. Eagles needing to hit some outside shots with a lot of attention with Helly down low. They're back within 4.
Yeah, that's only going to help open things up for Helly.
And left side, Erickson into the offensive end, but a good job by the Eagles getting back as they'll work things now offensively here. And back over to Singleton. Singleton, Embretson, Oakley, Armstrong, Erickson, and Scharf out there to start the second half. Armstrong drives in, flips it up, middle of the lane, shot no good, about 5 feet away. Got to the baskets, but long on the shots with a lot of traffic.
Yeah, just a nice drive, just a tough finish with a lot of long arms.
Sarah Zua in the lane to Helly. Left side to Ostrander. Millard, left side, wide open for 3 off the back of the rim. But Sarah Zua the rebound. Her shot blocked. Sarah Zua, the smallest girl on the court, able to get in there, keep possession alive. Blocked out of bounds, and they will take it off the right side of the basket. The Eagles will here.
Yeah, Sarah Zua's done a nice job getting some of them long rebounds. Just not able to finish inside.
Millard inbounds to Helly. Back over, right corner. Millard for 3. Got it! So a good start to the second half. And the Eagles back within 1 at 18-17.
Yeah, that 3-point shot can get you right back into a game.
Singleton, center of the court to Erickson. Erickson across the timeline against that 1-2-1-1 pressure by the Eagles. Scharf has it on top. So a 6-0 run starts the second half for Clayton Ridsge. Erickson, baseline to Embretson. Embretson, left side, pulls up, little runner, shot no good, gets her own rebound, put back, rolls around the back of the rim, then slides right through. An offensive rebound that the Warriors capitalize. They go back up by 3.
Yeah, nice job by Embretson just staying with that ball.
And Smith back over on top to Sirazua, in the lane to Helly. Helly traveled with the basketball. Wanted to reverse it right away there. The turnover goes back there to the Warriors.
Yeah, wanted to get it to the wing and kind of hesitated and then drug her foot.
Substitution as Oakley Armstrong checks out. Into the game is Zoe Armstrong. So we've played 2 minutes of our second half. Scharf to Singleton. Singleton left side to Embretson. Embretson cut off in the left block area to Scharf. On top to Erickson. Erickson right side. Zoe Armstrong open. Right side for 3 off the front of the rim. And Ostrander has the ball fall right into her hands for the Eagles. So the Eagles back into the offensive end. And Ostrander, Zoe Armstrong bumped Smith now as Zoe Armstrong regroups. And it is Millard in the corner to Ostrander. Ostrander, Millard on the wing. Again, Helly being really fronted and also a girl behind her. Sirazua at the free throw line, tries to go right side. The ball knocked out of there. Loose ball picked up by Singleton. And the Warriors force a turnover as the Eagles kind of struggled to get in anything there.
Yeah, just looked a little disjointed on that possession.
Erickson, baseline to Singleton. Middle of the lane, Embretson wide open. 8-foot shot. It is up and in. Somehow she was able to just get free. And all of a sudden, Embretson becoming a factor, and the Warriors lead by 5, and that's how the first half ended for them.
Yeah, they need to use her right there more often.
Helly to Smith, just off the top of the key. Left side for 3. Got it. Smith, and it's only going to give her a 2, but they'll get the shot in anyway. And again, a little flow going now.
Yeah, a couple of made shots. It's amazing what that can do.
And Scharf has it on top. Warriors lead by 3. Erickson brings it along the sideline area, left side. Embretson actually stumbles but picks up the loose ball. Right side to Scharf, open, right side for 3. Shot is long, but Embretson, the rebound to Erickson. Left side for 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound kicked off the hands there, I believe, of an Eagle. It'll go out of bounds at center court. And the ball will go back there to the Warriors. Schmeeler into the game for the Eagles. Sirazua will check out, and Clayton Ridsge wants a timeout. 4:39 left in the third. 22-19, Warriors in the lead.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're well living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life. So we have 4:39 left in the third. Eagles use their second timeout. 22-19, Central in the lead, and it is the Warriors basketball here. After a game that was 18-11 at the half, Eagles have outscored the Warriors 8-4 here as we near the midway point of our third quarter. Zoe Armstrong, actually Peyton Standard checked in for the Warriors. Peyton Standard gets it on top to Zoe Armstrong, who drives in. Little 15-footer from the free throw line, no good. Smith disrupted the shot. Rebound by Schmeeler. And here is the Eagles back in the offensive end. Miller drives in. Shot blocked by Scharf, but a foul called on Scharf. Miller to the free throw line for 2, attacking off the right side of the basket.
Yeah, we haven't seen that a lot from Clayton Ridsge, but good strong drive there by Millard.
Turnovers, I think, a little better this third quarter for both teams.
Yeah, so far it's gotten a little better all game, and that's the flow, the made shots all help with that as well.
Millard's free throw, it is good, and the Eagles back within 2. So Clayton Ridsge, though they haven't led much in this ball game, really since the opening basket of the ball game, again, right in this.
Yeah, putting together a nice third quarter here.
And the second free throw being eyed there by Millard. That free throw on its way. It's Banks long. Rebound slapped out of there by Scharf. Zoe Armstrong saves it back into the hands of Scharf. Good hustle there by the Warriors. So it's a 2-point game as Erickson brings it across the timeline for Central. Erickson, left side to Standard. Standard with it. Brings it back out on top to Zoe Armstrong. Armstrong, right side to Erickson. Drives baseline, gets to the basket, leans from the right side, but leaves the shot short. Tough angle to get to, but a nice drive by Erickson.
Yeah, that's where maybe you want to use your left hand. It's a little bit of a strange angle there.
Schmeeler in the lane to Helly. Post-up shot. It is long as good straight-up defense by Embretson. The Eagles did get a look down low. Zoe Armstrong back into the offensive end, and the Warriors throw it away. As Ostrander was able to get a hand in the passing lane. It goes out of bounds, and it will go back there to the Eagles. Helly will check out as Mallory Dean comes into the ball game. Zoe Armstrong checks out, and it will be Oakley Armstrong into the game. And 3.5 left here in our third quarter. Smith left side to Ostrander, and Ostrander right side to, again, Dean. Baseline to Schmeeler, I believe, ball knocked away, out of bounds, and it's going to stay down here. No, the officials are going to talk.
They're going to keep it with Clayton Ridge, but I think she might have just lost the ball.
I think she did. Our other official started to point the other way, that we were going the other way, our backside official. But the Eagles will take it, see if they can take advantage. As Ostrander goes over to Schmeeler. Schmeeler on top to Smith. Smith brings it right side offensively. And again, back over to Schmeeler. Tried to go in the lane. Intercepted. Oakley Armstrong has the ball. Picked away from her. Millard has that pass intercepted as they try to go in the lane. Schmeeler there tried to go inside. Meanwhile, the Warriors back offensively. A rare fast break opportunity. Going up for the shot was Erickson. Fouled by Millard, getting back defensively. And that will put Erickson to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, we just, like you said, we haven't seen a lot of transition for either side in this game.
Yeah, it's been a half-court game. No doubt about that. And again, you've got teams that will certainly run if they get the opportunity. As Erickson's free throw, it is off the back of the rim. She'll get another opportunity. Erickson this year, been to the line 37 times coming into this ball game tonight. Been shooting a little over 50% from the line. She'll try to make it a 3-point game. Free throw there. It is short. Comes up empty. Embretson tips out the rebound, and the ball is actually picked up by Schmeeler for the Eagles. So back in the offensive end, Schmeeler goes left side to Dean. Dean in the lane to Millard on the left block. Turns, fires, gets free, puts it up and in, left side from 5 feet away. This game now tied at 22.
Yeah, nice little move by Millard there. A little up fake and a little bit of an up and under.
Backcourt area, Armstrong. Warriors have to hurry. Armstrong has the ball knocked away. It is picked up. Ostrander's layup. It is up and in. And what a run by Clayton Ridge right now. They lead 24-22 after the turnover.
Yeah, Clayton Ridge causing some havoc with their full-court defense.
Oakley Armstrong into the offensive end. Armstrong in a reach-in foul by Schmeeler. It's only our second foul, and the ball goes back to the Warriors. Are you surprised Central not pressing?
Yeah. The problem is they haven't made a lot of shots to set up their press. If they could make some shots, get their pressure, that might create some more opportunities for them. But they haven't scored enough to really set up a lot of pressure.
And they've only scored 4 points this quarter. Meanwhile, Scharf, top of the key to Erickson. Erickson, right side to Armstrong. 2-minute mark of our quarter. In the lane to Embretson, but poked from behind by Helly. Loose ball picked up by Ostrander. Here's Dean in the offensive end and traveled with the basketball. She wanted to go right side, but that girl was covered, and because of that, dragged the pivot foot, and the ball goes back there to the Warriors.
And Central has gone back to girl, which I think is a good move by Coach Wiley here. Put a little more, girl pressure on them, make Clayton Ridge turn it over a little bit
you
more.
Forced a number of turnovers early in this ball game. 17 in the first half, 10 of them in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Erickson, right side to Zoe Armstrong. Armstrong with it, and goes baseline to Embretson. Embretson has the ball knocked away, but picks it up to Erickson. She's open, right side for 3. Got it! Warriors needing a lift, and Erickson with the 3 puts them up by 1.
Yeah, you're right, though. There's the made shot, and they did drop back.
And right side, Dean in the lane to Helly. Double team. The ball knocked away from Embretson, who is fronting the post. We've got a jump ball and a tie-up, and it is Dean on the floor, along with Zoe Armstrong for the Warriors, and Central will get it on the possession rule. Sarah Zua back into the ball game, and checking out will be Dean. Meanwhile, Standard coming back into the game for Central, and checking out of the ball game is going to be Zoe Armstrong. So here's the Eagles with pressure, 2-2-1 pressure, as Erickson has it in the backcourt. Scharf across the timeline, left side to Standard. Standard goes right side to Embretson. Getting back is Clayton Ridge defensively. The ball is knocked away, goes off the hands there, and it goes back to the Eagles. So the Warriors had a fast break opportunity there, but unable to take advantage of it.
Yeah, just again, a little bit of a forced pass by Standard, I think.
And in the offensive end, Helly gets it on the left block, right side to Schmeeler. Schmeeler to Sarazua. The pass knocked away by Oakley Armstrong into the band section tonight. Our band lined up the far right corner. And Millard will come back into the ball game, and checking out will be Helly here, who took maybe a shot to the nose, perhaps, huh?
Looks like it, holding their nose there, and that's going to sting. I'm sure her eyes are watering there.
And it is Smith open, 15-footer from off the elbow, no good. Rebound by Scharf, clears it underneath. A minute to go here in our third quarter. And Erickson across the timeline for the offensive end for Central. Erickson to Stannard. Stannard with it, and she'll go on top to Oakley Armstrong. High post area, Embretson has the ball knocked away. It's picked out of there by Ostrander, and the Eagles force a turnover. Ostrander back over to Schmeeler. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Smith, right wing to Sarazua. Tried to go in the lane. Miller takes a shot, traveled, I think, driving in. Yeah, she did. She had the right idea, got it on the right block, and tried to drive in that time, but shuffled the feet.
Yeah, mine was just going a little quicker than the body there.
Eagles scored 11 points in the first half. 13 in this quarter. Inbounds Erickson to Armstrong. Smith has the ball, Scharf rather, has it knocked away from behind as Schmeeler knocked it away, and it will be Central taking it out of bounds in front of the Clayton Ridge bench.
Yeah, good hustle by Schmeeler there just to poke that away.
Singleton back in, and Embretson checks out with 33 seconds to go here in our third quarter. Helly, by the way, looks all right on the bench there, and we've got a timeout taken here by our official. And I think they reset the shot clock, and it probably should not have been reset.
I think you're right, Dan.
Because Clayton Ridge never had possession of the ball. So they're going to run it down to probably I think it was at 23 seconds when they changed it there.
Yeah. Do you think it was that low? Otherwise, it would have been a 10-second call.
Well, they did get it ahead of the offensive end, didn't they?
I didn't think it was. I thought it was right around the half-court circle where that got knocked away.
That 29 seconds is what they put on there. Yep. So back court to Erickson. And the Warriors, about a 3-second differential on the game clock and shot clock. So Erickson on top, and it looks to me like the Warriors may be content to try to work for a last-second shot.
Looks like, yeah, they're going to want to take the last shot of this quarter, or at least leave Clayton Ridge with very little time.
Left side to Armstrong. Coach Wiley directing where people need to go. Erickson has it in the right corner. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Back over to Armstrong. Open, deep left corner for three. Got it! And back-to-back threes by the Warriors. Put them up by 4 at 28-24. Sodawasser, a correction there. Ostrander to center court. Flips it up there, but it's long from center court. Hit the right side of the backboard. And the third quarter comes to an end. Been a good one. Clayton Ridge trailing Central by a score of 28-24 as we go to the fourth.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. We start the fourth quarter. It is 28-24, 4-point lead for the Warriors as they score the final 5 points, actually 6 points of the quarter. Millard starts this quarter. Free throw line jump shot from the elbow. It is good. And the Warriors here, now the lead trimmed to 2. Oakley Armstrong, Erickson, Stannard, Singleton out there along with Embretson. Embretson gets it on the right block as they beat the Eagles back down and get a quick layup. And the lead goes back to 4.
Yeah, that's the best press break attack we've seen out of the Warriors.
Sarazua, Smith, Millard, also out there Schmeeler, and you have Ostrander. So the fourth quarter underway. The left side with the basketball, Ostrander to Sarazua. Sarazua in the corner. That is Schmeeler. Deep left corner for 3. It is short. Rebound pulled down there by Erickson. And Erickson has the ball knocked away by Sarazua. They're going to call foul, and I think this is on Erickson. Yep, the foul is on Erickson as her and Sarazua both end up on the floor trying to hustle and get possession there. Shooting in the third quarter, what do we have?
Let's see. In the third quarter, Central was 4 of 11 overall, 2 of 5 on threes, and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge 5 of 12 overall, 2 of 4 on threes, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
All right, Eagles problems getting the ball in, so they want a timeout. 7:13 left in the fourth quarter. Once again, our score, it is 30-26, Central leads.
Combine strong winds with icy conditions and you have a winter storm recipe for downed power lines and outages. Get prepared now. Put together a kit to help keep everyone safe and warm during a winter storm emergency. Have extra blankets handy and stock up on water, flashlights, non-perishable food, essential medicines, and more. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
So a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. Both teams in great shape timeout-wise in this ball game. And it is a 4-point lead for the Warriors. Eagles got Helly back in during that break. She gets it on the inbounds, but the ball knocked away as Embertson and Singleton had the double team. Back across the timeline, they get it ahead to Armstrong and scores the right-handed layup. Suddenly the transition being a game player here, a game changer for Central.
Yeah, both buckets for Central have been in transition.
Left side here, Smith, deep three, shot no good. Step behind the arc on the left side, Embertson gets the rebound. Helly wearing something around her left elbow area now.
Yeah, maybe some blood or something there.
And left side, Standard to Embertson. Embertson, and that is again Oakley Armstrong rather with it. High post area to Singleton. Singleton, right side to Erickson. Erickson gets in outside the right elbow area, takes a 15-footer, no good. Singleton the rebound, back to Embertson. Her post-up shot, she leaves it short. Rebound kick back to Erickson. She drives in, the shot, no good. Got a step along the baseline. Helly reached over top, committed the foul. Erickson to the free throw line for 2.
Yep, offensive rebounds there led to that.
And it will give them another opportunity at the, once again, free throw line with Erickson. Boy, the way this game is being played here, 7 or 8 point lead would be huge, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Not a ton of scoring in this game, so yeah, you get up 7 or 8. It's a bigger lead than it actually is. Feels bigger than it actually is.
Now it's 7, which is the biggest lead of the night, equaled for the Warriors. And second free throw being eyed there by Erickson. It is good. Zoe Armstrong has checked out, and back into the game there is going to be, I believe, Oakley Armstrong. So here we go, 6.5 inside that. Ostrander has it baseline, drives in, cut off on the baseline, and she'll work it over to Sarah Zua on the wing. In the lane, they get it to Helly. Helly on the block, and a reach-in foul committed by Central. So the Eagles had more luck getting it inside to Helly in the first matchup. She had a tough shooting night that night, but they've really done a better job tonight. Meanwhile, left side, Smith in the corner for 3. Grazed the side of the rim. Shot is short. Oakley Armstrong, the rebound.
Yeah, you can tell that's Central's defensive focus is to stop Helly on the inside.
Armstrong, left side to Scharf. Scharf with it on top to Erickson. Right side to Oakley Armstrong. 8-point lead for the Warriors. Singleton on the baseline. Nice pass to Embertson. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it left side to Erickson, who drives in, pulls up, a little 1-foot runner there. Left it short. Nice drive from 8 feet away along the baseline, but the rebound cleared by the Eagles. So Central here, leading by 8, and the Eagles are stuck on 26 here in the third right now.
Yeah, they had a bucket early, but nothing since.
And here is a travel by Millard. Got it along the right corner. Again, moved the feet before moving the ball. So turnover-wise, better since early in this ball game for both teams.
Yeah, lots of turnovers for both teams early, especially Clayton Ridge, but they've cleaned it up. Better. For them, it's been okay, I think, since that first quarter.
And I think they'll take that now. Anytime you can keep it below 35 in a ball game, they love to get it down towards 20. Erickson to Embertson on the baseline. Top of the key to Scharf. Scharf swings it left side. Oakley Armstrong wide open. Left corner for 3 off the front of the rim. Embertson the offensive rebound. Put back no good, but fouled on the way back up. And the Warriors have found a little rhythm here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, moving the ball a little bit better offensively. Some offensive rebounds have really helped them out as well.
And this is 2 for Embertson as the Warriors starting to do what they do best, getting to the line. And Embertson's free throw, it is good. So Central trying to stop a slide, as is Clayton Ridge. And these teams have had kind of similar seasons, and just that they've went through stretches where they just struggle mightily offensively.
Yeah, and like we said, a small team in the Upper Iowa Conference. If you're not Turkey Valley or Keyhi, you've got a tough schedule.
Second free throw pops in and out. Armstrong got the rebound, went up for the putback, but left it short. Then Helly gets the board and a reach-in foul committed by Oakley Armstrong. So the Warriors, Oakley Armstrong snuck in there, but they end up Again, just 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and it's a 9-point lead now for Central. And here is again Smith. Left side, Ostrander with the basketball. Top of the key to Sarazua. Helly, high post area, looking for the ball. Sarazua, right side to, once again, Smith. Left side, Sarazua open off the top of the key, off the mark, missed it to the left, and then Helly comes over the back there as Embretson, nice box out position, and the ball goes back to the Warriors. So it was 26-24. Clayton Ridge there, I believe, was the score at that point, correct?
I think you're right. Yeah, Clayton Ridge had a 2-point lead there at one point.
Erickson across the timeline offensively, and back out on top here now to Scharf. Scharf to Oakley Armstrong, 4.5 left here in what is quarter number 4. And Erickson on top. Clayton Ridge continues to play that 1-2-2 zone, and the Warriors throw it away. Erickson tried to look in the lane, but an errant pass. Here's Smith, left open, left side for 3. Short. She had a couple of threes early. Ostrander the rebound, back to Millard. Millard off the glass just inside the left block. Eagles needing a basket, and they're back within 7. 10 points for Millard in this ballgame.
Yeah, big bucket there by Clayton Ridge.
Embretson drives in, pulls up from the free throw line, just inside, misses the 13-footer. And a quick look by Central, not a bad look at all. Sarazua in the offensive end. Sarazua drives in, and a hack foul there on Armstrong. So now this is a concern for both these teams because that will be the 4th foul committed by Central. Clayton Ridge has committed 3.
Yeah, we haven't shot many free throws this game, but fourth quarter we might be shooting.
Millard inbounds to Helly, and there is a reach-in foul by Armstrong, just reached in, and that will put Helly to the free throw line for 2. So let's see if the Eagles can take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, just like we talked about, and Clayton Ridge will be shooting free throws the rest of this game if they can draw some more fouls.
So Helly to the free throw line for 2. The Eagles, again, have struggled from the free throw line. Helly's free throw on its way, it is good, but Helly has been really their best free throw shooter as far as attempts. 14 of 25. She has actually shot 56% from the free throw line, and that leads the starters for Clayton Ridge. Singleton checks out. And back into the game for the Eagles there is going to be Zoe Armstrong. Meanwhile, the second free throw, we just jinxed her. She missed it, and Embretson gets the rebound, but it's a 6-point lead for Central.
Yeah, trimmed it a little bit here.
Scharf to Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong looking in the lane. Embretson really kind of double teamed down there. Back right side, Zoe Armstrong, right wing for 3. Circled in and out. Scharf the rebound. Wide open, put back on the right side. It's up and in. And it's a 8-point lead there. So, again, in the offensive end, it is Clayton Ridge, and the Warriors getting some boards here on the offensive glass. Meanwhile, right side, it is Helly. Off the right block, takes a contested 8-foot shot off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Here's Erickson back across the timeline for the Warriors. They'll bring it back out on top with an 8-point lead. And Zoe Armstrong has it left side to Erickson. Erickson will set up shop, and the Eagles are now girl-to-girl defense. So they have switched out of their 1-2-2. Armstrong has it on top. Right side, they try to go pick and roll. Armstrong drives in, baseline to Erickson in the left corner. She drives in the lane, and then a hand check on the drive in. So that's the 4th whistle now on the Eagles.
Yeah, and that resets the shot clock as well. And Central doing a nice job of running a little bit of time here on this possession.
All right, couple of scores. MFL Marmac leads Waukon at the half, 33-15. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco at the half, 30-22. Meanwhile, the Warriors unable to get the ball inbound, so Coach Wiley has to take a timeout before the 5-second violation. 2:58 to go. Warriors lead by 8. Let's take this break.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
So again, with 2:58 to go, Central leads Clayton Ridge 37-29. It was 28-25, by the way, at the end of the third quarter. So since that time, Central has put up 9 points in the quarter. The Eagles have put up 5, and that has allowed the Warriors to extend things. Meanwhile, Embretson gets the inbounds at the high post, right side to Scharf, inside the left block, swings it to Erickson. And a good job for the Eagles there as the Warriors had a nice inbounds play set up, but they thwarted it. And here is a offensive foul set by Embretson. Embretson came up to set a high pick, and I know Coach Wiley having a conversation with the official about it, but the ball goes back there to the Eagles. That's an offensive foul, so we will not be shooting free throws there.
Yeah, Coach Wiley didn't agree with that, but nonetheless, here come the Eagles.
Sarah Azua drives right into the lane, pulls up, 8-footer, banks it up and in. Nobody stopped the ball defensively, and the Eagles climb back within 6 now, and here's their full court pressure once again. Erickson in the backcourt, 2.5 to go, and we've got a reach-in foul committed by Clayton Ridsge. This stretch of ball could take a while here.
I was going to say, yeah, now both teams are going to be shooting free throws, so, yep, buckle in.
And Erickson to the free throw line. Let's see which team is able to take advantage of this down the stretch. Warriors lead is 6. Again, they led by as much as 8 in this ball game, and the 9, rather, it was 35-26. Free throw by Erickson, it is good. So both these teams, Central shoots 52% from the free throw line, Clayton Ridge 38%. And let's see how this plays out, the final 2:29.
Yeah, so and with Central having a 7-point lead, I think that favors Central right now.
Second free throw on its way. It is good. 39-31. The Warriors lead by 8. And here is, once again, in the offensive end, Sarazua. Sarazua right side to Millard in the deep right corner. On top to Smith. Smith left side, Sarazua from the elbow. 15-footer, leaves it long. Millard tipped out the rebound, but into the hands of Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong in the offensive end. Coach Wiley says, let's pump the brakes. Let's bring it on top here, run our half-court offense.
Yeah, use some of that shot clock here.
And again, we talk about an 8-point lead in this type of ball game. Run the shot clock down, and there's a foul by Millard. And this, for the Eagles, might not be a way to pick your poison with Erickson.
Yeah, I don't know that she's the one you want to foul just by looking at her shot. She's got a really nice release there.
And as we mentioned, neither team great free throw shooting teams, but the fact they're going to get some opportunities. And Erickson, with that free throw on its way, it is good. Rolls to the front, rolls to the back, and slides through. It is a 9-point lead for Central. They have a chance to go up by 10 here in our fourth quarter. Second free throw by Erickson off the front of the rim. Embretson got a hand on the rebound, picked up there, though, by Millard. And the Eagles come back into the offensive end inside 2 minutes to go. Left side, it is Ostrander, but quickly cut off to Sarazua. Sarazua to Ostrander, left baseline area. Smith has it. That's closed down. Ostrander, left corner for 3. Line drived it. Shot is no good, but Sarazua picks up the loose basketball to Millard. Millard's 15-footer, right wing, hits the jump shot. And the Eagles fighting for possessions, back within 7. Oakley Armstrong across the timeline. Eagles looking to trap out of their half-court defense here, but now fall back. Girl-to-girl defense. And Erickson fouled again by Smith. And I don't think they wanted to do that yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that was, intentional, but she was definitely up on her pretty tight.
And it is Erickson who was fouled. So Schmeeler back into the game as Smith checks out. Free throw on its way by Erickson. It is good. So it's back to an 8-point lead. There's 1:25 left here in our fourth quarter. And Erickson will try to make it yet again a 9-point lead.
Yeah, and I think you want to foul someone else at this point as well.
Free throw is short off the side of the rim, and Schmeeler gets the rebound off the right. And now a shot clock was not started. So our official right on top of that. And we'll take it back in the defensive end, rather, for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, great job by Andy Jacobson there.
Hey, tell you what, he's been on top of it tonight, hasn't he, with that shot clock?
Yeah, someone must have coached him well in high
That's
school.
right. Offensively, Schmeeler. Right side in the corner. They go to Helly. Double team in the block. Turnaround shot from 8 feet away off the back of the rim. Really one of the best looks she's had this second half. Shot no good, but Scharf gets the rebound. And as Zoe Armstrong tries to come into the offensive end, crashes into the score table, at least bumps into it, but the ball was knocked out of bounds, and it goes back to the Warriors.
Yeah, we're Clayton Ridge kind of running out of time here. Now I think they're going to have to foul, and I'd try someone else other than Erickson here.
Mallory Dean comes in, and Helly will check out, as it will be Armstrong getting an inbounds to Scharf. And Scharf fouled by Millard, so yeah, that's the instruction here. And it will put Armstrong to the free throw line, or rather Scharf to the free throw line for 2. So the Eagles giving the Warriors a lot of free throw opportunities. We'll get you a total on what Central is so far in our fourth quarter from the free throw line. Scharf, again, this is 2. Free throw, it is off the back of the rim. She'll get another opportunity.
They are 7 of 10 before that one.
And Scharf, by the way, 63%, actually has the best stat, number-wise. Second free throw on its way. Too much arch on that one, but it bounces off the back of the rim, then goes through, gets the hometown bounce on the road, and now the Warriors want a timeout there. Actually, the ball was inbounded, but the Warriors want a timeout. 1:04 to go. Warriors equaling their biggest lead of 9. Let's take this break.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Central leads 42-33 here with 1:06 to go in our fourth quarter. Warriors using a timeout here, and I would think this is about what he wants to do defensively, and that would be keep the Eagles off the line. Clayton Ridsge, you figure, is going to try to attack here and see if they can get to the line just to get some points here without the clock moving.
Yeah, and I think good reminder to box out, too, limit second chance opportunities.
And here is right side with the basketball, Sarazua. Sarazua covered, top of the key, right side to Dean, turns, fires the 15-foot, actually from the right block, about a 10-footer, shot no good. We got a mad scramble on the floor. Eagles down there with Smith, also down there as well is Oakley Armstrong, and it is Zoe Armstrong. And it's the alternate possession rule. The jump ball gives it to the Warriors with 52 seconds left here in the fourth. Oakley Armstrong inbounds to Scharf, and Scharf fouled immediately here with 50.6 seconds to go. So the Eagles here just trying to extend things the best they can, and if you're the Warriors, I would think you hit 1 of 2, you should be on your way, right?
Yeah, I think the rest of the way, if they can hit 1 or 2, they're going to be in good shape.
So they're trying to close the door from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Free throw by Scharf, high arcing free throw, it is good. As we mentioned, 12 of 19 on the season coming in. But again, making 1 of 2 last trip, made the first one there. Second free throw, a lot of arc. It's off the back of the rim, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Millard. Biggest lead of the night for Central at 10. Millard drives in left side, a shot fouled by Scharf. She got by Scharf left side, who tried to regroup there and reached over top. Millard to the free throw line for 2 with 45 seconds left here in the fourth.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Wiley just palms in the air. You know, that's exactly what you don't want if you're Central right
and
now.
I would think exactly what you talked about in the timeout.
Right.
As Millard's free throw, it is good. Millard has had a solid night for Clayton Ridsge in this ball game. She leads them offensively.
Yeah, and 7 points this fourth quarter alone.
And again, that's kind of kept them in the ball game. Second free throw on its way there, and that free throw off the back of the rim. 1 of 2. Rebound tipped out of there. Loose ball in the court. Scharf tied up with Sarazua. A jump ball that will keep it down here with the Eagles. So the question is now, Clayton Ridsge going to have to really look for more three-pointers, especially you don't have Helly in the game right now. But can they get hot in a hurry?
Yeah, they need to hit a couple threes here.
And they throw the ball into the corner, and it's knocked out of bounds by Zoe Armstrong. So the Eagles will move further down the right baseline to take it inbounds. 40.6 seconds.
Tough place to inbound the ball there.
Sarazua pulls up at the elbow. 15-footer short off the side of the rim, but the rebound falls right back into the hands of Sarazua. Millard, top of the key. Ostrander for 3, and that shot well long. Banked low off the backboard, and Armstrong got the rebound. That's Oakley Armstrong, fouled with 28.8 seconds to go. And the Warriors are going to stop their slide down here in the River Valley.
Yeah, it looks like this one's just about official.
So at the free throw line will be Armstrong to try to close things out. Eagles led 24-22 in the third quarter, but Central has had the dominant fourth quarter here. And it is Armstrong, free throw on its way there, and it is good. So Zoe Armstrong to the free throw line. Oakley Armstrong, 52%. And Oakley, of course, the older Armstrong as a senior. Second free throw on its way there, and it is in and out. So Scharf knocked away the rebound, and the Schmealer able to pull it up underneath the basket and into the offensive end. Ostrander, right side, Sarazua. Sarazua, baseline, cut off. Right side, Ostrander, right wing, fires up the three. It is short. Long rebound picked up by Schmeeler. Schmeeler goes right side to Millard. Millard right side for three. Shot off the front of the rim. Rolls to the back. Armstrong gets the rebound, and Erickson is fouled with 7.1 seconds to go. And the Warriors going to weather things down here tonight.
Yep, this will do it for sure now. Just not enough shot making by Clayton Ridge there. Millard has had a nice quarter, but just hasn't got a lot of help this quarter to keep him in.
So Central has Turkey Valley now, the number 11 ranked Trojans rather, coming up on Tuesday night. Clayton Ridge plays Monday against Riceville. Erickson's free throw, it is good. They have put up 17 points in this fourth quarter right now, and they will clear the bench.
You know, and I thought at the beginning of the quarter, they just looked like they had a little bit more energy, a little bit more pep in their step in this fourth quarter.
And I think defensively that translated as well.
Yep, they got a couple transition buckets that they hadn't had all night.
Madeline Pope in the game, along with Raylyn Conner, I should say, number 4 in the game, Avery Fetty. Second free throw by Erickson is good, and the number 10 is Carly Bergen. Also coming in now is number 30 and Tenley Meyer, and the other 5 starters all checked out. 7 seconds to go here, and in the inbounds, Sodawasser came back in. Was going to throw it to Schmeeler, thinking that Schmeeler was stopped there, but throws it out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Warriors with 3.5 seconds to go. I think they will be allowed to inbounds it, and they will. Pope brings it into the offensive end for Central, and the game is going to come to an end. For the Warriors, the 7-game slide is over, and Central picks up a much-needed boost, defeating a game Clayton Ridge team by the final score of 46-34. With the win, the Warriors 6-10, 4-7 in the conference. Clayton Ridge drops to 1-13, 1-10 in the conference. We normally would take a break here, but they are actually going to do senior night here tonight at Clayton Ridge. So we'll let Coach Wiley get his team off the court there. I think they may watch. Now they're headed to the locker room. But Clayton Ridge, they only have one senior. The girls do, and again, Sodawasser. And it was good to see her finish there on the court. And also the Clayton Ridge boys, they have a total of 7 seniors. So the plan was to do this before the girls' game tonight after the JV games, but now they're going to do this here in between the girls' and boys' games. So the good news is for Clayton Ridge, still able to get in your senior night, because that's tough to reschedule there when you're talking about you've got 7 seniors, 8 seniors. You want them to have a proper send-off, right?
Absolutely. And yeah, if you've had this scheduled, maybe grandparents or something coming in from out of town, something like that. So it's nice to be able to keep it on that night that you have it scheduled.
So again, our final score of the ball game is Central winning over Clayton Ridge 46-34. As the Warriors outscored the Eagles 18-9 in the fourth quarter. The Eagles trailed at the half 18-11. But they actually worked their way back, took a lead at 24-22, and the Warriors actually led at the end of 3, 28-25. But then again, Central getting to the line, hitting at least the majority of their free throws, and again, our final score of this ball game ends up being 46-34. See if we got some more scores to pass along. At the end of the third quarter, MFL Marmac leads Waukon 42-28, and that would be a good win for the MFL Marmac girls tonight. I don't know if we'll get the boys' scores tonight, the finals, by the time we're out of here. I'm not for sure on that. So we'll try to pass along whatever we can. And I know they're trying to get the parents lined up here, and that can be a chore in itself with the seniors. Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? I would think you'd let Alyssa Sodawasser go first, right?
Yeah, well, being the only girl, yeah, might as well.
Your only senior. All right, let's go courtside with Rick Colbert now. And the microphone is not on. So Rick Colbert's at the scorer's table there. We're trying to do the senior night. We'll try to send a message there. And it is not. Again. We're looking at the scorer's table there. So they're doing their kids captains.
Sure.
All right. So they haven't turned us on. They haven't turned on the microphone yet. I was wondering what was going on here, but they're going to do their kids captains. So our hope is that they turn on the microphone for the senior night. Welcome to live radio, folks. And we'll go through some of the individual totals while we get a chance. Got any individual totals lined up yet?
Not quite.
All right, go ahead and finish through there. And we'll try to pass those along as soon as we can. And again, coming up, we'll have the Chalk Talk for our boys' game tonight coming up here in just a bit. I believe we have another score at the end of the third quarter. Maquoketa Valley leads Edco 44-35. So the Vikings battling Maquoketa Valley tonight.
Yeah, Maquoketa Valley's got a really nice squad, so Edco hanging in there with them.
Yeah, a top 10 team is in Maquoketa Valley there. And Edco, of course, We saw them just click on all cylinders the other night against Clayton Ridge. Even though the Eagles come up short in this ball game, I think, and we'll talk with Coach Livingston, but I think she's really pleased with the effort of her kids tonight.
Yeah, I thought they played hard. They did some good things defensively, especially. Just had too many offensive droughts, which has kind of been the story of their season. But they've definitely played hard, and that's all you can ask out of kids.
And again, you saw a really good stretch of basketball for them in that third quarter. Hit some shots there. A lot of attention paid to Helly. Some other girls stepped up there to hit some shots. And I believe we're now ready at the scorer's table there, and it will be actually Adam Radcliffe doing our announcing for our senior night here tonight. Let's try it over there. And go ahead. We're rolling.
And at this time, we will recognize our Clayton Ridge class of 2026 seniors participating in basketball and drill team. We will begin with our girls basketball and drill team senior, Alyssa Sodawasser. Alyssa is the daughter of Amy Sodawasser and Noah Sodawasser. She also participates in cross country, soccer, golf, softball, FCCLA, Student Senate, Art Club, speech, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Alyssa plans to attend NICC next fall for radiology, then transfer to Allen College for general sonography. Alyssa's favorite basketball memory is hanging out with the team at this year's Christmas party, and her favorite drill team memory is performing the moms and dads routines during basketball games. Alyssa Sodawasser. Now for our boys basketball seniors. Our first senior is Ethan Bakis. Ethan is the son of Joe and Nicole Bakis. He also participates in cross country and soccer. Next fall, he plans to attend college for mechanics. His favorite basketball memory is when Tate Hager made his full court shot at the buzzer at Crestwood this season. Ethan Bakis. Next is Owen Brandt. Owen is the son of Joe and Heather Brandt. He also participates in football, golf, mixed choir, and show choir. After graduation, he plans to attend NICC with a concentration in agricultural business and also plans to help on his family's farm. His favorite basketball memory is when his brother Dylan made a buzzer beater from the volleyball line this season. Owen Brandt. Our next boys basketball senior is Gabe Cook. Gabe is the son of Lewis Cook and Angie Cook. He also participates in football and golf. After graduation, he plans to become a hazardous materials driver. His favorite basketball memories are hanging out with friends during practices. Gabe Cook. Next is Christopher Gebhardt. Chris is the son of Ken and Charmin Gebhardt. He also participates in football, soccer, mixed choir, show choir, FBLA, FFA, National Honor Society. He was a boys state participant and is the senior class president this year. His future plans are to attend Iowa State University to earn a bachelor's degree in computer engineering. His favorite basketball memory is scoring his first varsity points during his freshman year season. Chris Gebhardt. Our next senior is Colton Hager. Colton is the son of Jeff and Nicole Hager. He also participates in football, soccer, baseball, and Skills USA. His future plans are undecided at this time. His favorite basketball memories are playing basketball with his buddies. Colton Hager. Next is Seth Kregel. Seth is the son of Brian and Jana Kregel. He also participates in football, baseball, golf, track and field, FBLA, mixed choir, show choir, and is a member of National Honor Society. Next fall, Seth plans to attend the University of Dubuque to become a pilot and also to play football for the Spartans. His favorite basketball memory is Gabe flexing in the mirror before home games. Seth Kregel. Our final boys basketball senior is Casey Teasy. Casey is the son of Brian and Tanya Teasy. He also participates in cross country and soccer. Following graduation, Casey plans to attend Southwest Technical College for the Mechanical Technology program. His favorite memories from basketball are getting to play his favorite sport with his favorite people for the last 6 years. He will also remember always doing the hokey pokey after every win in the locker room. Casey Teasy. We would also like to give a shout out to our boys basketball senior manager, Olivia Gert. Thank you, Liv, for all your help throughout the season. Seniors, thank you for your hard work and dedication to Clayton Ridge Athletics. You have made your teammates, coaches, school, and families proud, and we wish you the best of luck in the rest of your senior year and in your exciting futures. We will have a short video in a second, but let's hear it one more time for our seniors.
Thank you very much, Adam Radcliffe. Nice presentation between these ball games tonight. And again, we appreciate Clayton Ridge allowing us to take part in this tonight. Again, our girls' final, it is Central victorious, 46-34 final score, ended up being a 12-point game. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe
Let's go to the totals. First off here, let's start with Central.
All right, so Central, we've got Oakley Armstrong with 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting, 1 of 4 threes, 1 of 2 from the line. Briley Erickson with 16 points, 3 of 15 shooting, 1 of 7 from 3, but 8 of 12 from the line. Those free throws were big in the fourth quarter. Blair Scharf with 7 points on 2 of 6 shooting, hit 1 3-pointer, 2 of 4 from the line. Layla Embertson with 15 points, 6 of 12 overall, 3 of 4 from the line. Zoe Armstrong did not score, 0 of 5, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. Peyton Standard missed 1 3-point shot, and Natalia Singleton 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting.
All right, totals now for Central, or Clayton Ridge, rather.
Clayton Ridge had Erica Sarazua with 7 points on 3 of 10 shooting. She hit 1 3-pointer. Sophia Schmeeler, there you go.
Yeah, Russell Schmeeler running our camera tonight.
Okay, there you go. 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting, 0 of 3 on threes. Ellie Smith with 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. She did hit 1 3-pointer out of 5 attempts. Emily Ostrander with 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting, 0 of 4 from deep. Kamaya Millard, leading scorer with 13 on 5 of 10 shooting. She hit 1 3 in 5 attempts and 2 of 4 from the line. And Adeline Helly with 5 points, 2 of 9, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Yes, for the Eagles. And again, Helly and Millard are their 2 leading scorers. And in a ball game like this, defensively, both teams had to really work to score in this ball game for both these teams offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they both had really nice effort defensively and real nice game plans defensively.
All right, so we're getting ready for game number 2. And it is Coach Spearschlage using the mop there, basically, the big mop, to clean the floor here.
He does it all here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd think at some point, team manager do that, somebody else do that, but I got a feeling it's one of those deals of he just wants the court to be exactly like he wants it there, and what he's done is basically go up the side where the people walk in there.
Exactly,
yeah.
Especially when it's been cold and snowy, you track a lot of sand and salt and that kind of thing in. So.
Absolutely, take care of the court like you love it. You remember those days, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of goes with the head coaching job.
All right, so again, our girls' final, Central victorious over Clayton Ridge, 46-34. As we mentioned, MFL Marmac leading Waukon at the end of 3. And actually, it's 42-28. MFL Marmac leads Waukon now at the end of 3. And Maquoketa Valley leading Edco in the fourth quarter as well, 44-35. So those are the scores we have for you right now. MFL Marmac, the 33-15 score was actually at the half. So MFL Marmac appears to be on their way to winning the ball game tonight. So we'll try to get the final scores, and we'll take a break. When we return, the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Getting to the age of 55 may have earned you wisdom, but Central State Bank thinks you should get something more, like a checking account that earns you interest. We believe you've earned the right to avoid fees for ATM and debit cards, wire transfers, cashier checks, and insufficient funds transfers. Call or visit Central State Bank today and ask about our Classic 55 checking. It's time you've got what you earned. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
It's time now for the Warrior Eagle boys game. For the Central boys, they are the first place team on the small school side of the Upper Iowa Conference. They go for the season sweep of the Eagles and look to maintain their first place standing. For the Clayton Ridge boys, they're coming off a loss to Edco. This is a team that has struggled from time to time offensively, but they still know what type of team they can be. They look to avenge the earlier loss to the Warriors. Time now for game number 2 with Clayton Ridge and Central. The Chalk Talk for the boys game, next.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, your team now 8-6, 7-4 in the conference. Handled Postville on Tuesday night, 78-36. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, to our guys' credit, we came out ready to play right away. Had our best quarter right in the first. We were able to get out to a 29-7 run. We had a good combination of solid defense, getting stops, and then kind of working into transition offense and getting open looks before the defense could get set. I thought throughout the night our offense kind of came and went, but defensively was very proud of our efforts on ball pressure, and then our help side defense was good as well.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight then.
Yeah, 4 guys have been steady all year starting for us. We'll go with Mason Lone, Owen Hammerslin, Isaac Lone kind of as our guards. Jake Hairtramp will be in the middle, and then Carson Rignitz, a senior for us, will be getting his first start of the year.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yep, Garrett Burns, another senior, will be probably the first guy off the bench for us, and then we have a handful of sophomores, Owen Burke, Ty Zittergreen, and even Trey Sylvester could get minutes tonight depending on how things play out.
All right, obviously for your team, the big story has been you average about 60 points a ball game, but you basically have 5 guys between 9 and 12, 13 points a season.
Yep, our balance is kind of our strength. I always like to tell the guys we might not have the best player on the court each night, but our group of five is pretty solid. Unfortunately, Griffin Hammerslund, guy starting for us, one of our leading scorers, will be out tonight most likely, but just gives an opportunity for other guys to step up, so hopefully we can continue that balance here tonight.
All right, Clayton Ridge handled them earlier this season. What do you know about the Eagles?
Yeah, they've been getting better. They kind of hang their head on that defensive end. Their 1-3-1 zone they do a good job of. I know on tape they've been mixing in some man, but I expect 1-3-1 at least at part of the night. They do a good job taking away passing lanes and creating turnovers, so we got to make sure we take care of the ball on the offensive end. Beyond that, they're an experienced group. A lot of seniors play for them, and they got plenty of guys comfortable from the perimeter, so we got to identify shooters and try to run them off the line if possible.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team.
Yeah, I talked about how we did a good job transition offense the other night. We'll try and do that again whenever the opportunities are there. On the defensive end and, frankly, on the offensive end, we got to crash the glass. One thing about the 1-3-1, sometimes that can open up some offensive rebounding opportunities, so we got to crash the glass. And then beyond that, like I said, just taking care of the basketball is going to be crucial for us. We got to make them try and score against our set half-court defense, not give up any easy layups in transition.
All right, Coach, good luck seeing the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Yep, Central Boys basketball coach Brady Stramer and his Warrior program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage. Coach, your team dropping to 5-9, dropped a non-conference decision to Edco Monday night, 65-31. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, unfortunately it was a night where we didn't have a whole lot of positives on either end of the floor. We just couldn't get in an offensive rhythm. They turned us over a lot, and then regardless of what defense you're playing, when we had 28 or 29 turnovers, that's hard there. Always trying to find some positives, though. I believe it was our season high in rebounding. I think we had 38 or 39 rebounds in that game. But like I said, the turnovers was the big thing, and then it just makes everything else that much more challenging when you turn it over that many times. But tonight's a new night, and we'll be better tonight.
All right, now let's go through starting a lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, so always you talk about your season and some important nights throughout the year, your first game, your last game before break, postseason obviously, but then right up there is senior night. And tonight's senior night for us, and fortunate we do have 7 seniors Ethan Backus, Owen Brandt, Gabe Cook, Christopher Gebhardt, Colton Hager, Seth Kriegel, and Casey Teasy. And we'll start the game with 5 seniors, and all 7 of those seniors will be in there tonight. So it will be an important night for the seniors, everyone, but senior night's always special.
Yeah, absolutely there. All right, so the seniors, your top 7, who's coming off the bench for you then?
Yeah, it'll be, the guys who've been in that rotation, sophomores, Tate Hager and Kasten Oberbrockling have been in there quite a bit, whether in the starting lineup or coming off the bench. And then I know Cale Barron's always doing everything we ask in practice every night or whatever, so I know he hasn't been on the floor much, but he's a junior in there. And as I'm talking about everyone here, Tate Armstrong as a sophomore has kind of found his way into the varsity lineup a little bit, and I can't forget Mason Hinsman and Nash Reimer have been on the bench as well for us, and we'll just kind of see how things play out.
All right, now let's talk about Central. I know you dropped a decision to them earlier. What do you know about the Warriors?
Yeah, so that game, especially the first half, a lot of it was just defensive transition. They'd get whether it was a rebound, made basket, or a turnover, and they just flat out beat us on the floor. So it really doesn't matter what you're doing in half-court defense if they just run down the other floor faster than you do and score. So team number 1 will be defensive transition, without a doubt.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team.
Yep. So also with that, they play a very fundamental man defense. What we can't do is let that man defense speed us up into unnecessary dribbling. No, that doesn't matter if it's our 4-out dribble drive or our 3-out 2-in motion offense. We have to execute our offense with their fundamental defense, and that's a big thing. Kind of one more just note on them. They have all 5 starters, I believe, are around the double-digit scoring or higher, and really the 2 Hammerson boys and the 2 Lone boys, they're really similar. All 4 can shoot it well, all 4 can drive it and finish it, and then you throw in their starting post player, Triumph. They're a tough matchup, but we're gonna be ready to play on our home court for senior night, and we'll give them everything we have.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Yes, Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spierschlage on his Eagle team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Bender's Foods in Guttenberg, Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Welcome back to Guttenberg. Welcome back for Game 2 with Clayton Ridge and Central. Now the boys' turn. I'm Dan Behrens, joined by Coach Mike Sass. Again, our girls' final tonight, Central Girls won 46-34. Other girls' finals, MFL Marmac beat Waukon 54-34. Maquoketa Valley over Edco 56-46. Now time for our boys' game. The Eagle boys 5-9, 4-6 in the conference. Warriors are 8-6, 7-4. They are the first place team right now in the small school division of the conference. We've got about a minute to go. Let's talk about this ball game real quick.
Yeah, it should be a good rivalry game. I know Clayton Ridge likes to shoot the three-point shot, so Central's got to guard that. And on the other side, I think Central's going to want to get out and run and use their team speed, and Clayton Ridge has got to try and limit that as much as possible.
And the Eagles, they're a better team at home. I mean, this season, they're 3-4 at home. They're 1-5 on the road, but they seem to play better when they are at home. Meanwhile, Central will play without Griffin Hammersland, was injured in the ball game on a Tuesday night there. And again, their hope is that maybe he can return next week, if best case scenario. But obviously there's lots of things that have to be worked out there. But dealing with an ankle injury, I know hurt the knee a little bit there, and what was a nasty fall in the ball game the other night. So the Warriors will have to make do without a double-figure score. But it's still a team that Owen Hammersland, 12 points a ball game. Mason Lone, 11 points a ball game. Griffin averaged 11. You've got Jake Hertrumpf and Isaac Lone averaging 10 each. So it's one of those deals there. They're pretty balanced.
Yeah, extremely balanced team.
Craigle leads Clayton Ridge, averaging over 11 points a ball game. Then everybody just kind of follows through there with 5 or 6 points the rest of the way. Let's go courtside with Rick Colbert. Starting lineups for the boys' game now.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game of tonight's UIC doubleheader between the Central Warriors and your Clayton Ridge Eagles. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Warriors, a sophomore, number 5, Mason Lone. A senior, number 22, Jake Hertrumpf. A senior, number 23, Isaac Lone. A junior, number 24, Owen Hammersland. And a senior, number 25, Carson Rignitz. The head coach of the Warriors is Brady Stramer, assisted by Blake Rodenberg, Peter Thompson, and Hazen Lone. And now, here are the starting lineups for your Clayton Ridge Eagles. A sophomore, number 10, Ethan Bakis. A senior, number 20, Colton Hager. A senior, number 21, Seth Craigle. A senior, number 30, Gabe Cook. And a senior, number 34, Casey Teasy. The head coach of the Eagles is Kyle Spearsloggy, assisted by Chad Connolly and Mike Hinsman.
Thank you very much there. Again, Rick Colbert with our starting lineups for the ball game tonight. We're ready to go with game number 2 here on KCTN. Kind of cool here. We see more and more schools doing this, but the lights go off basically in about 2/3 of the arena there, and then they've got brand new scoreboard here. It puts up the players. Kind of like it's a college atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, that scoreboard's nice. First time I've seen it, but that's sharp.
Yep, and we see like in MFL Marmac, they shut off the lights all the way around, so couldn't do that in the gym we played in.
No.
Took 15 minutes to turn the lights back on.
Exactly.
So to jump it up there, Hertrumpf for Central, Cook for Clayton Ridge, and the Eagles win the tip to Hager. And he drove right side, trying to get to Cook, cutting left side. But an errant pass, it's out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Warriors.
Yeah, I just saw him just a split second too late there.
In the first matchup, Central's quickness was a problem for Clayton Ridge. But again, you don't have Griffin Hammersland tonight, so they really go with a taller lineup. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge comes out here. They'll play man-to-man. Owen Hammersland on top to Isaac Lone. Lone at the free throw line, back to Hammersland, pulls up behind the free throw line, 15-footer, shot no good. They'll let the ball go out of bounds. And the ball goes back there to the Eagles. Central won the first game 63-37. And again, we figured we'd get a real good ball game. Last year we played a couple of real good ball games. I think that'll be the case tonight.
Yeah, I'd expect a closer game than that tonight.
Backus, we found out tonight. Backus, by the way. Depends what side of the Turkey River you live on. Teasy to the free throw line with Cook. Cook, left side to Colton Hager. Hager, back over on top to Teasy. Teasy's guarded by Isaac Lone. Left side, Backus open. Left wing for three. It's off the back of the rim. Kregel trying to go over the top there to get the rebound away from Hammersland, but a good job rebounding by Owen. Back in the offensive end is Central. And here is left side, Owen Hammersland. Has a lane to the basket, forces a shot there with the right hand. He's left-handed. Outside the lane, about 10 feet away. Shot no good.
Yeah, kind of ran into his own man there.
Kregel back in the offensive end. Again, the Eagles, the last time these two teams met, Central basically switched on just about every pick there. They feel like they can, again, just guard anybody on the perimeter. And it is Kregel at the free throw line. Right side to Hager. Hager guarded by Mason Lone. Looking in the lane and nothing but Backus at the left elbow. Tried to go in the lane to Cook. Intercepted by Hertrump. Here comes a fast break. Hertrump drives in right side. The leaner leaves it short. No good. Isaac Lone the rebound to Mason Lone. They continue. Right side, here's Hammersland for three. Short, but Hertrump gets the rebound. Spins off the glass. Nope, he didn't take it off the glass. He just laid it in there. Shot it in from the right side. Warriors strike first.
Yeah, nice rebounding there by the Warriors.
Full court man-to-man by Central, it appeared anyway. Backus across the timeline. And it is on top, guarded by Rignitz. Backus pressured hard by Rignitz, who's trying to reach in, but Backus able to keep the ball away. Teasy step behind the top of the key for three. Flat off the back of the rim. Give him a space. He can take that shot. And back into the offensive end is Central.
Yeah, that's kind of the shot Clayton Ridge is looking for.
And here, Lone, right side to Hertrump. He's open. Step behind the arc. Right side for three. Line drive it short. No good. Cook clears things off the right for the Eagles. Hager back in the offensive end for Clayton Ridge. Backus has it right side offensively. Free throw line with Cook. They leave wide open. He'll take the elbow 15-footer, but it's off the back of the rim. Good game shot there to take for Gabe, but long on the shot. And the Warriors don't do this very often. They'll walk it into the offensive end.
Yeah, this is what Clayton Ridge wants to see.
And Mason Lone drives in, gets to the basket, but misses the driving layup on a nice drive off the left side. And the rebound pulled down there by the Eagles. So Backus at the free throw line, on top to Hager. We've played 3 minutes. 2-zip. And left side to Backus. Backus on top to Kregel, guarded by Owen Hammersland. Right side back to Hager. Hager to Cook off the right block, and a reach-in foul committed by Hertrump. Their arms just got tangled. It'll stay down here with the Eagles. That's our first whistle of the game.
Yeah, just a nice away screen on the baseline there, and a good job by Cook coming over to meet that pass.
All right, you normally start seniors on senior night, but Clayton Ridge could not do that tonight because you've got 7 seniors. Meanwhile, Brandt and Gephardt come into the ball game, and Central has 6, or Clayton Ridge has 6 players on the court.
I was going to say they were trying to play 6 seniors there. I think.
Backus and Hager check out. So right side of the basket, Gephardt. So he gets a couple of seniors right into the ball game in Brandt and also Gephardt. On top to Kregel. Kregel guarded left elbow area, tries to go baseline to Cook. Cook about 12 feet away from the basket. High post area. Brandt open, 15-footer, actually closer to 12. Just left it long. Again, they're getting some looks at the high post, but still scoreless.
Yeah, both teams have actually gotten nice looks, but just not many in the hoop.
Like the weather outside, they're cold.
Yep.
Hertrump drives in, middle of the lane, right side Owen Hammersland in the corner to Isaac Lone. Wrap around pass to Hertrump. Hertrump caught in the air, nowhere to go, and throws it away. He was trying to go to the left block, but it was covered. Kregel back into the offensive end. Left side on top. Goes right wing to Teasy. Teasy drives in, baseline to Brandt. Open for a second, but that quickly closed down. And back out on top to Teasy. They give him a step, fires up the three. Got it. You give him a step. It's going to be a good shot, looking shot there. And the Eagles take a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, you got to pressure out on the Eagles players. They're not going to beat you off the dribble a lot, but they're going to fire up threes if you give them space.
Drives, cut off at the elbow, right side to Rignitz. Rignitz in the corner to Isaac Lone. Cross-court pass to Hertrump. Hertrump at the free throw line, back over to Mason Lone. Lone back to Owen Hammersland. They go in the baseline area, get it to Isaac Lone. His shot off the front of the rim, off the right side, missed it point blank, but tips the rebound out and keeps it alive for the Warriors. Mason Lone needs some help, goes back toward Rignitz. Rignitz drives in, the shot no good as it rims out on him, but he's fouled driving in. Good look by Mason Lone down low, and it will be Rignitz to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, just a great back cut by Rignitz there.
And it will be at the free throw line. Again, Rignitz for 2. in the fourth quarter. Starmont leads West Central as they start the fourth quarter. In boys, this is, by the way, 46-25. Rignitz's free throw, it is no good. Central as a team, 62% from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge right even at 50%. The Warriors shoot 39% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. The Eagles struggling a little bit more offensively, 33% from the field, 27% from the free throw line. Rignitz's second free throw, it is good. 1 of 2. We're tied at 3. Teasy checks out for Clayton Ridge. Back in their first appearance in the ball game is Castin Oberbrockling, a sophomore. Meanwhile, Hager back in. Gephardt checks out. Warriors have made their first substitution. Rignitz checks out, and into the game is number 32, Garrett Burns, a senior. Again, full court pressure, but the Eagles able to beat it. Oberbrockling in the offensive end, knocked away by Lone in a reach-in foul. That'll be the second whistle there, committed by Central. Right below in front of us, our viewers on KCTN.com or on the KCTN YouTube channel, able to get a good view of that. And it will be Hager, gets it inbounds on top to Kregel. Kregel to Oberbrockling, trying to back his way to the lane. Goes right side, takes a fadeaway shot, banks it well long. Cook got the rebound, back over in the lane, try to go to Brandt. That ball deflected out of there, and it's picked up by Kregel. Kregel in the corner, Oberbrockling, left side for 3, right side rather, the shot no good. Rebound by Isaac Lone, ahead to Mason Lone, reverse layup from left to right. Up and in, Warriors in transition, the early 5-3 lead.
And that's more what we're used to with the Warriors, pushing the ball down the court, using their speed.
Hager, left side to Kregel, in a reach-in foul by Owen Hammersland. Hammersland, left-handed, but he reached in with the right. And again, if you're fronting there, you want to see that left hand, don't you?
Yep, ball side hand. That's how we teach it usually.
And left side, Kregel will take it out of bounds. Again, the Warriors, man-to-man starting out. Hager in the backcourt. It is safe to say the Eagles want this played as a lower-scoring game as Oberbrockling has the ball knocked away, but into the hands of Cook. Oberbrockling has it on top. The Eagles only score 42 points a ball game. Central at 60 points a game. Top of the key to Cook. Left side, Oberbrockling. Oberbrockling at the free throw line. Hands it on over to Cook. Cook not going to take that 3. Kregel will. Top of the key for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Again, kind of drifting away, taking that shot. And the long rebound picked up there by Isaac Lone. So for the Eagles, you look at their shooting stats, and really it's the same for Central. Only about a 5 or 6 difference percentage from the 3-point line, 2-point line. Isaac Lone, deep left corner for 3. Got it from the left corner. And the Warriors take an early 8-3 lead here.
Yep, Warriors just a couple shots in a row makes a huge difference early in the game.
2 minutes left in our first quarter. Oberbrockling across the timeline offensively and brings it on over right side to Hager. Hager, top of the key, Brandt. And Brandt looks to swing it left side. Nothing doing there, but now does go over to Oberbrockling, who comes over the top and will try to reset him up here now. And the shot clock is inside 10. Brandt, top of the key to Oberbrockling. Better hurry. Oberbrockling lowers the head. The ball knocked away, taken away by Mason Lone. Here's a fast break opportunity. Lone drives in. The layup, it is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. Lone slices in from the left. And it's an 8-0 run for the Warriors, now leading 10-3.
Yeah, and this is quickly turned into the kind of game that Central wants, up and down.
Yep, there's no doubt about it there. The Warriors know they have the quickness advantage. As Isaac Lone checks out, Owen Burke makes his first appearance. He is a sophomore. Meanwhile, Brandt checks out. Into the game for the Eagles is number 12, Tate Hager, a sophomore, also his first appearance. And the Eagles will take a timeout. 91 seconds left in the opening act. Warriors the early 10-3 lead.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
So the Eagles use their first timeout. It is 10-3, the early lead, as the Warriors getting the tempo going. And at the free throw line here will be Mason Lone. Free throw on its way, circled in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out by Cook, and it goes into the hands of Hager. So Hager back across the timeline in the offensive end. Left side, that's Hager. Colton to Tate in the lane to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling had Tate Hager going back door, didn't see it. Meanwhile, top of the key, open a step behind the arc for three as Teasy shot no good. Hertrump got the rebound, but again, he had a step. Eagles going now 1-3-1, it appears. Owen Hammersland, left side to Mason Lone. Lone, right side, tried to go to Mason Hammersland, or Owen Hammersland. They save it right side, over on the wing. The three-point attempt by Hertrump, it is long. Cook at 6'4", able to get the rebound off the left. Inside a minute left here in our quarter. Teasy open, deep left corner for three. Shot no good. Cook the rebound. Goes right side, forces up the shot there over the outstretched arms of Hertrump. Good job by Cook. Couple of pump fakes, and the Eagles fall back within 5.
Yeah, nice rebounding there out of Cook.
Mason Lone, high post area with Owen Hammersland. Deep right corner to Hertrump. They'll go back out on top to Lone. Mason Lone will go right side to Owen Hammersland. Back left side, cutting the baseline was Lone, but missed the throw. Mason Lone back to Owen Hammersland, just off the top of the key, right side for three. Shot is no good. Hertrump saves the rebound back into the hands of Hammersland as we go inside. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Burke left side for three, well short. Rebound by Tate Hager. Eagles will get a chance here to score the final basket of the quarter. Tate Hager in the offensive end. Spins right side, 2 seconds to go. Takes a tough contested 15-footer that is aired out. Cook got the rebound as the horn sounds. We played one bit of a defensive game right now. 10-5, Warriors the early lead.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and Allwine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments. And Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. We played one quarter, the early lead for Central, 10-5. They have possession to start the second quarter. It'll be Isaac Lone, Ostrander, or correction, I should say, Hammersland, Owen Hammersland out there, Burns, Rignitz, and also Burke. Meanwhile, losing the basketball, picked from behind to Isaac Lone. They get it ahead to Kregel. He drives in, and Isaac Lone slaps it away, but it's picked up in the corner by Oberbreckling. Kregel step behind the arc, right side for three. Grazes the front of the rim. Shot is short. Rebound by Isaac Lone. Drives in, lowers the head, leans up from the right side, up and in. Warriors lead by 7. And I believe Colton Hager a bit shaken up on that play, as it is Colton Hager, Tate Hager, Teasy, Cook, and also Kregel. I believe that time that Hager took a shot, I think, to the stomach. Hopefully it's at least in that area.
I think, yeah, somewhere in the midsection there. I think you just give him a few minutes here. I think he'll be okay.
Yep, and he's able to walk his way onto the sideline. I know he's been battling an ankle injury, but this is just a matter there of kind of catching your breath a little bit there.
Yeah, maybe got the wind knocked out of him. By the way, he's kind of holding his stomach there.
Yep, so that's good. You're worried that, again, he didn't take a knee directly somewhere else.
Right.
Backus into the ball game for him. And it will be, again, the Eagles basketball. Left side, Kregel takes it out of bounds. Inbounds to Teasy. Again, the Warriors, full court man-to-man. Teasy in the backcourt, needs some help, but Kregel's there. And Kregel, with about 2 seconds before the 10-second violation, brings it into the offensive end, and now an offensive foul. Kregel jumped up, went right side, and now a technical on Kregel. So this makes it worse. Owen Hammersland drew the charge. Kregel very animated after the foul, and that will be a technical, and that will give Central here a couple of free throws and possession of the ball. So a double whammy that time.
Yeah, he didn't like the call, obviously, but a little too animated with that. You gotta control your emotions in that situation.
Yeah, and again, a senior, so you expect to be, and he's played for 3 years here, so you really expect a better response, I think.
Yeah.
Owen Hammersland will shoot the free throws for the Warriors. Free throw on its way there, and it is hitting the front of the rim, then rolls in. He will check out here. You knew Coach Spierschlag would immediately pull him out of the ball game.
Yep. Have him sit down beside you, talk to him a little bit, get his head right.
Second free throw is good. It's now a 9-point lead for Central. So Kregel checks out as Gebhardt comes in. Now the only question is, he's your leading scorer. How long do the Eagles play without him?
Right. You gotta sit him down and get him in the right headspace, but you're gonna need him back at some point here.
And it will be Central's basketball now. So they lead by 9, 14-5 here, as it is the Warriors basketball. Isaac alone and has it left side in the corner to Burke. Burke out of that 1-3-1. Gebhardt plays the top, knocks the ball away in the near court, near side there from where we are, and in front of the Central Clayton Ridge student section, which is on their feet tonight.
Yeah, nice showing there.
Substitution, Burke checks in as Burke checks out, rather, number 30 into the game for Central, and that will be Tice Zittergreen, another sophomore. Meanwhile, Owen Hammerstein loses the ball, picked away by Cook. Cook drives in, jump steps, regroups, takes a contested shot, no good, but fouled. Cook goes to the free throw line for 2. May have gotten away with a little bit of a slide on that pivot foot, huh?
Yeah, definitely. One of his feet slid. Couldn't tell if both did, but it was definitely close there.
And our official trailing the play, he had a better look at it and decided that was not the case.
Central fans sure thought he did.
And, of course, they're right that side there. Cook's free throw circled around. It is no good. So Cook for 2. Cook, by the way, has really improved as a free throw shooter, shooting over 50% this year. As Burns checks out, and also checking out is Isaac alone for, again, the Warriors. Second free throw is no good. We jinxed Gabe there. Missed them both. But, again, his percentage-wise here, just a tad below 50% now. Owen Hammerstein, right side to Mason Lone, baseline to Hertrump. They just came back into the game. Hertrump, again, that's 6'6" size, gets the ball, deep right corner. He's open, baseline for 3. Shot is long, rebound kick to the left. Teasy tried to save it out of bounds. Well, they're going to give it here. The official pointed the wrong way. Teasy tried to save it out of bounds, but it went out of bounds in the baseline. Gebhardt will check out as Brandt comes into the ball game now for the Eagles. 6:48 left in the second. Slow down a bit at 14-5. Zittergreen, left sideline area. Wraparound pass to Owen Hammersland. And again, they'll look at Zittergreen. He's left wide open off the top of the key for 3. Got it. Hit a couple of threes in the ball game the other night. Hits a 3 here. And the Warriors now lead by 12.
Yeah, big shot there. Any production they can get out of their top 5 is big for Central.
Bakis on top to Oberbreckling. Eagles need to answer here. Right side with Teasy. And now Zittergreen certainly up there where Teasy likes to shoot. Cook open 15-footer off the back of the rim. Again, that's a good look. Missed the shot. Hertrump gets the rebound. And the Warriors in the offensive end, Zittergreen pump fakes the 3, drives baseline, goes back over to Mason Lone in the corner. And Mason Lone double teamed in the corner, steps through it to Zittergreen, and Zittergreen will bring it back out on top to get the Warriors into their set against the 1-3-1. Teasy kicks it out of bounds, stays down here with Central.
Yeah, good decision by Zittergreen to bring that back out top and set something up.
Colton Hager in, Bakis checks out for the Eagles. And Lone gets it inbounds, goes back to center court there with Owen Hammersland. And it is Lone on top. Free throw line, right side to Hertrump. He's covered, back over to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland drives baseline, back in the corner. Hertrump for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Zittergreen gets the rebound on the weak side, back to Lone. And Lone goes in the corner to Zittergreen. A long possession here for the Warriors. Can they answer? Zittergreen caught, goes underneath to Rignitz, who slides in. The shot, it is up, it is in, fouled, count the basket. He got it on the left side and somehow slid right around Brent that time, and it's a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, nice crafty little shot there, kind of a underhand scoop shot almost.
And 5:32 to go in the half, a 9-0 run by Central right now. Rignitz's free throw, it is no good off the back of the rim. Cook able to clear it for the Eagles. And Oberbreckling into the offensive end, left side to Teasy. Teasy looking in the lane, but nothing doing. Cook again at the high post area, right side to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling guarded by Mason Lone. The ball tipped away by Lone. Here's a fast break opportunity. Lone lays it up with the left hand, coast to coast. Here comes a timeout by the Eagles. An 11-0 run for the Warriors has them up 21-5. Let's take this timeout. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
So again, our score, it is now 21-5, Central in the lead. Slow start for both these teams offensively, but the Warriors have heated up right now with a pretty solid quarter number 2.
Yeah, they've got out in transition a little bit more, made a couple threes, and kind of opened this game up a little bit.
So it is the Eagles basketball. Teasy inbounds to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling again to Teasy, and nice thing about having seniors, you can bring it into the offensive here and show patience as they get it across the timeline with Teasy, who's just being pressured by Zinnegreen. Teasy, though, able to bring things and stops at the top of the key. Brandt, right side in the corner to Colton Hager. Hager gets a step along the baseline, wraparound pass back to Brandt. And again, the Warriors just switching everything as it's in the corner to Brandt. After the ball was deflected, Brandt back to Hager. He's double teamed. Right back to Brandt. Shot clock's at 5. Teasy pulls up. 15-footer right side, no good. Cook gets the rebound. Put back. It is no good, but he's fouled by Hertrump. So the Eagles use almost all of the 35 seconds, and Cook kept things alive. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Cook's done a really nice job on the glass tonight, just carving out some space on the backside and getting good offensive rebounds.
So again, he'll go to the free throw line. Cook had 7 points in the ball game the other night. This free throw is short. Have a final score. Starmont has defeated West Central 65-42, the final score of that ball game. Meanwhile, Waukon leads MFL Marmac at the end of one, 13-11. So we'll keep you up to date on that ball game. Waukon had a big lead last time they played, and the Bulldogs had a ferocious fourth-quarter comeback, but ended up losing by 1.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, second free throw, no good. They come up empty. Rignitz, top of the key. Owen Hammersland, top of the key for 3. Banks it in and out, no good. Zinnegreen tipped the rebound away. It'll go back to the Eagles. And the Warriors have done this here without really hitting many three-pointers in this first half. They're really struggling from the outside.
Right. They hit 1 in the first quarter, but mostly it's been transition.
And what was our shooting in the first quarter, by the way? We didn't get to that.
Yeah, first quarter team-wise, Central is 4 of 14, 1 of 6 from 3, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge 2 of 12 overall and 1 of 7 on threes.
Tate Hager checked in during the break. Also coming into the ball game for them was Tate Armstrong, another sophomore. Colton Hager left side to Armstrong on top. Again, the Eagles using the shot clock down to 10 seconds here. Hager drives right side over to Tate. That's Colton to Tate. Tate with it, left side in the lane to Cook. Takes a tough shot in a lot of traffic. Good straight-up defense by the Warriors. They blocked it. Pick or choose which 3 of the Warriors blocked it, but here is the Warriors back in the offensive end. Right side launching the 3 is Rignitz and aired it out long. As far as shooting three-pointers this year, Rignitz 0 for 4. Armstrong, baseline 17-footer, got it. Eagles needing something, and Armstrong off the bench hits the shot. The Eagles back within 14.
Yeah, nice little shot by Armstrong there. They needed that.
Mason Lone across the timeline offensively now for the Warriors. Lone drives in, covered, left side to Owen Hammersland. He pulls up from just off the elbow, 15-footer, no good. Oberbreckling gets the rebound, and the Eagles try to push things a bit. Oberbreckling in the offensive end gets all the way to the basket, floats in the layup. It is up and in. Oberbreckling just sliced and diced his way to the rack. They're back within a dozen.
Yeah, good patience there by Oberbreckling, and he sees the seam and knifes right through it.
3 minutes left in the first quarter. Eagles' first flow they've had going in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets for the first time.
Mason Lone trying to back his way into the lane on top to Burns. Right side to Lone. Lone, top of the key. Zinnegreen thought about the 3. Drives in. Covered. Back left side to Mason Lone. Lone along the left baseline to Rignitz. And it is Zinnegreen now. Left baseline. Their shot clock's at 10. Zinnegreen had the ball knocked away from Oberbreckling. and Zettergreen slipped to the floor as the ball came back to him, and it ends up being a traveling. Unfortunate turnover, but a turnover nonetheless.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a wet spot down there or something and just lost his footing.
All right, Teasy back into the game. Backus back into the game as well as Cook checks out. And I also believe that Colton Hager has checked out. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, Rignitz has checked out. And into the game for them is Burke back in there. Tate Hager into the offensive end. Brings it right side for the Eagles. And then a foul, reach-in foul committed there by Zettergreen. So if you're Central here, you lead 21-9, 2:28 to go in the half. And you're relying on Mason Lone and maybe Owen Hammersland to up their scoring tonight. And it has been Mason Lone in transition. Otherwise, they've struggled hitting shots.
Yeah, Owen Hammersland does not have a field goal. He's got 2 free throws, but hasn't hit a field goal yet in this game.
Cook back in. Oberbreckling checks out for the Eagles. As, again, they are down now by 12. On top with the basketball, Backus. Backus looking backdoor instead turns, fires a 15-footer from the elbow, just off the elbow, hit it. Nice smooth move there. Well, a quick 6-0 spurt for the Eagles back within 10.
Yeah, they needed this little spurt here.
Mason Lone right side to Zettergreen. Zettergreen stumbles but saves it as he loses his footing, saves it to Mason Lone and right in front of the Clayton Ridge bench. Meanwhile, Zettergreen drives right side, cut off in the corner to Burke. Burke back to Zettergreen. A couple of sophomores there. Burke in the corner. He's open. Step behind the arc for 3. Got it! Well, just like the other night with Zettergreen and Burke adding in from the bench with 3-pointers, they're back up by 13.
Yeah, that possession not real smooth by Central, but ends up real.
Tate Hager loses the basketball as it's knocked away from Lone, who tries to keep his balance and just goes sliding a quarter of the way across the court. And it goes out of bounds back in front of the Clayton Ridge bench and goes back to the Eagles. Meanwhile, Central wants a timeout, up by 13, 1:40 to go in the half. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. So again, it's 24-11, Clayton Ridge trailing Central right now with a 13-point lead. What was our score at the end of the first quarter?
It was 10-5.
All right, so a little more offense going here in this second quarter. Clayton Ridge, after being down 21-5, got back within 10, but right now it's 13. So the Warriors use their first timeout. Backus in the backcourt to Teasy. Teasy in the offensive end. Central going to trap, and they get a steal as Owen Hammersland stole it away, tried to launch it ahead to Mason Lone, and it's slapped out of bounds by Teasy. I believe that's why they took the timeout, is to go to the trap, huh?
I think so, yeah, and it worked out for him.
And it is Isaac Lone getting it inbounds to Mason Lone. So 90 seconds left here in our first half. Coming up at the half, we'll talk with the girls' coaches tonight, have the first half stats from our boys' game. Isaac Alone, backdoor to Owen Hammersland, drives in from the left side, uses the right hand and kisses it off the glass. Warriors back up by 15 right now. Yep. And here's a throwaway. Cook has it intercepted by Owen Hammersland. In the corner, Isaac Alone. Lone drives in. Hands it on over to Rignitz. Free throw line shot. It's off the mark there. Left side, but the rebound by Teasy. Gets it ahead to Armstrong, and that's the case if you got to know your personnel. Armstrong's a post. Mason Lone easily picks it on top. Isaac Lone, right side to Burke. In the corner, Owen Hammersland. Deep right side for 3. Got it. Quiet, no more. And it's an 18-point lead for the Eagles at 29. For the Warriors, 29-11.
Yeah, nice little spurt by the Warriors here. We just talked about how Owen Hammersland had in a shot and hits 2 in a row.
They answered the run there by Clayton Ridge with an 8-0 run. Armstrong baseline 12-foot jump shot in is good. Eagles got it by the pressure and back within 16, 30 seconds left, and the Warriors seem content to work for 1. And by the way, the Warriors right on pace for their season average, averaging 60. They've got 29 right now. Left side, Mason Lone, 18 seconds to go against the 1-3-1. Lone brings it left side to Rignitz. Rignitz tried to go right side, knocked away by Cook, intercepted by the Eagles. 8 seconds to go. Teasy in the offensive end, stops about 5 feet behind the arc. It's off the back of the rim. Heat check, even though it wasn't hot. And the rebound, Rignitz tied up there with Armstrong. 0.8 seconds to go. It will stay down here, though, with the Eagles, as Teasy took that shot a little too early, perhaps.
Yeah, and you can catch and shoot here with 0.8, but it's got to be quick.
All right, so Armstrong checks out. And also Cook will check out. Meanwhile, Isaac Alone checks out. Zittergreen back in. They take out Hammersland, a little more size as Burns comes in as well for Isaac Alone. 0.8 seconds to go. Let's see. And by the way, again, the Eagles have 6 on the court. So Backus checks out. They finally realize who's coming in, who's coming out. Hager on the inbounds in the corner. Brandt rushes up a three. Got it from the deep left corner with 0.8 seconds to go. The Eagles needing some sort of a lift. Brandt hits the three, and they're down 29-16. We're at the half. When we return, our interviews from the girls' game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Growl Lugs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. And by the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. This is KCTN Sports. Central leads Clayton Ridge at the half of our boys game, 29-16. Earlier tonight, Central girls victorious over Clayton Ridge. And Coach, took you maybe some quarters to find your footing, but what a finish for your team.
Yeah, we did a nice job. Again, I thought we adjusted well. Our kids adjusted well, playing different roles without Katie Royer in the lineup and Maya Gregerson coming off the bench for us. Other kids needed to step up. I thought Natalia Singleton did an awesome job for us defensively, and then just people coming in those positions, Peyton Stannard and Zoe Armstrong stepping up for us as well.
All right, so as you guys got kind of pushed there in this ball game tonight, and the big story is obviously Briley Erickson led you offensively. As a matter of fact, I think all of her points coming from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. I believe she led you with 16 points in this game.
Yeah, she did a really good job. A couple possessions there, I'm like, go get the basketball. But for the most part, she does a really good job. She got the free throw line, and her free throw percentage definitely not where we would like it for the season, but she did a really nice job tonight at the free throw line for us.
Yeah, too good of a shooter there. That free throw percentage will continue to increase.
Yep.
Obviously, Layla Embritson, it seemed like that's really when things got going as well.
Yeah, she did a great job for us tonight. Just, and I know she scored 15, but defensively did an awesome job. She really gave us a spark in the second quarter. We switched her offense. She came to the high post. She hit a couple jumpers from the elbow, which were huge shots for us, and then did a nice job around the rim, keeping the ball alive. She even went to the free throw line and got a couple points there, too.
All right, defensively, I know you were concerned about Clayton Ridge and their post play. I think you feel like you did a good job on that.
We did do a pretty good job. We gave up some perimeter threes, which we knew we'd have to give up something a little bit, especially without Royer in the lineup, and even Maya Gregerson does a great job on defense. So, but that being said, a lot more minutes for those other kids, and it's an opportunity for us to grow as a team. It's kind of nice to win in 2026 here. So, down here it's always tough. It doesn't matter what the record is. It seems like it's always tough to come down here and play Clayton Ridge.
All right, Turkey Valley now Tuesday night.
Yeah, we got to get healthy. Oakley Armstrong tonight, I think she had 6 points, but she gutted it out. She is not feeling well at all, and we just got to get healthy, get the weekend through here, and then get a good practice in on Monday and get prepared for that. It's going to be a tough game, but it's nice that we're going to play
All right,
at
we'll
home.
talk to you before that game Tuesday night. Good
All
luck
right,
to you
thank
guys. Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team victorious earlier tonight, 46-34. Take a break. Hoping to talk with Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Megan Livingston when our halftime show continues after this. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
At the half, 29-16, Central leads Clayton Ridge. We're joined by Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Megan Livingston. Coach, your team dropping the decision tonight, 46-34. But I think you like what you saw from your team for 4 quarters tonight.
Yeah, the effort was there. If we could have just limited the turnovers again, and so many of them were unforced. I don't know if we are running before we catch or we're forgetting to put the ball down, but so many travels.
And obviously the unforced turnovers, that's something that really kind of haunts you guys. Better certainly as the game went on, but obviously came back, took a lead in the third quarter, down by 7, had your best quarter of the ball game in the third quarter, and Kamaya Millard led you offensively. She had 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, that was a good game for Kamaya. She had to step up because I think Central did a good job shutting our big girl Adeline down. So, yeah, somebody else needed to shoot. I think we could have even shot a little more. These girls, they do things so well, but sometimes they don't have like the awareness. I think fourth quarter, Central had 5 fouls, and we tell them, drive, make the ref blow the whistle, and let's go to the line. And they did it twice, and then just, I don't know, scared.
But part of the learning.
Yeah.
Erica Sarazua, by the way, had a real good ball game for you. 7 points. I think only had a turnover in this ball game.
Yes, and she puts up a ton of minutes, ton of effort. She gets on the floor. She's exhausted, and we'll be like, can I get one? And we say, no. She just stays out there and just keeps giving it her all. So that's good. Senior night here, and Alyssa Sodawasser was having, some health problems. She has problems with her back and stuff like that. So she didn't get to be out on the court as much as she usually is, and that leads to the girls getting tired quick.
Yeah, well, pretty cool. You got her in at least at the end of the ball game as well to finish.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Obviously, I think you're pleased with what you guys did defensively for the most part tonight.
Yeah, especially coming off of Monday night where we have, the opposition put up, 70 points. So, this was great.
All right, quick turnaround. Riceville Monday night, West Central Tuesday night, maybe some chance to get something going.
Yep. Those are road games, so we need to just make sure that we lock in and bring the energy. Sometimes we look more, I think we came out a little flat in the beginning of the game, and then we just turn it on and off, and we need to have it on all the time.
All right, still some positive. Good luck to you guys. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
Thanks, Dan.
Against Clayton Ridge, Coach Megan Livingston talking things over there about our Eagle team. They dropped a 46-34 decision. Quick break, first half stats, second half action for the boys game coming up after this.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Ground Lugs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. And by the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. This is KCTN Sports. Central boys lead 29-16 at the half. Waukon boys lead MFL Marmac at the half. Score that ball game 29-17. Not much different than our ball game. Waukon leads. Individual totals. Let's start first off here for the Warriors, up by 13.
Yeah, Owen Burke with 3 points. Mason Lone with 6 points. Jake Hairtrump with 2 points. Isaac Lone 5 points. Owen Hammersland with 7. Carson Rugnitz with 3. And Jason Zittergreen with 3.
Yeah, Zittergreen came off the bench at a 3-pointer. So did Burke.
Yep.
Totals now for Clayton Ridge.
Clayton Ridge. Ethan Backus had 2. Ober Rockling with 2. Gabe Cook with 2. Casey Teasy with 3. And Brandt hit a 3 at the end of the half, and then Armstrong chipped in 4 points off
All right,
the bench.
as far as the shooting stats in the first half.
Yeah, so Central was 11 of 23 overall, 4 of 13 behind the arc, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And Clayton Ridge was 7 of 22 overall, 2 of 10 from three-point range, and 0 of 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, so that's been the story is offensively for the Eagles. 16 points in the first half, but a lift. Owen Brandt hit that three-pointer. He was the first one headed to the locker room.
Yeah, big lift for him. Sometimes that can really change momentum, so we'll see how the Clayton Ridge Eagles come out here.
All right, so we get ready to start the second half. Kregel back out there to start the second half, and it will be Colton Hager also starting the second half. Teasy, Cook, and Armstrong starts the second half. It is the Warriors basketball. Rignitz out there, Isaac Lone, Mason Lone, Hertrumpf, and also out there as well is Owen Hammersland. And the Eagles here look to me like they're going to go man-to-man, throwing a couple of different looks at Central. Isaac Lone into the offensive end, right side to Hertrumpf as they run their offense. Hertrumpf trying to back his way down, kicks it left side to Mason Lone, top of the key to Hertrumpf. He drives in, goes left side, takes a leaner to the right, falling to the left rather, with the right hand, left it short. And the rebound picked up there by the Eagles. Colton Hager into the offensive end. Warriors have played nothing but man-to-man throughout. Top of the key to Armstrong. Armstrong right side to Hager. Hager with the basketball. High post area. That's Teasy. Teasy at the top of the key trying to back his way down. Takes a leaner. Forced the shot. It's long. Trying to get some contact there. Didn't happen. Rignitz got the rebound. Back in the offensive end is Lone. Top of the key to Mason Lone. Left side to Hertrumpf. Hertrumpf, right side to Owen Hammersland. Isaac Lone on the right wing. He's got a lane to the basket. Leans in from the right side. The layup up and in. Strong move by Isaac Lone along the baseline. A minute in. Warriors up by 15.
Yeah, good job just taking advantage of that baseline drive there.
Armstrong lining up at the post on the right block as Cook hands it to Hager. And they go to Cook, and he tried to catch it one-handed on the entry fee from Teasy and just took the eye off, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Eagles.
Yep, gotta look that one in. 2 hands there.
So just underway in our second half. And Mason Lone to Isaac Lone. And in the offensive end, top of the key to Rignitz. Rignitz left side, Owen Hammersland gets a step by Teasy, uses the right hand. Made one of those earlier, but that one just did not roll in for him. Colton Hager back ahead of the pack. Right sideline to Teasy. Teasy left side to Cook. Cook on the baseline, goes in the lane to Armstrong. Armstrong back to Cook, as that was good defense by Rignitz, as Armstrong was looking to make a move, and the Eagles throw it away again. And I've always said this, it's one thing to have a turnover, it's another thing that the turnover ends up in your bench.
Yeah, it's never good when your own coach catches a pass.
The only thing that's worse is when a coach catches that turnover. So back across the timeline is Mason Lone. 15-point lead. Lone left side. Isaac Lone drives in. Floater, no good. He got some contact there, but flipped it wrong. Long, I should say. Colton Hager back into the offensive end for the Eagles. Hager baseline to Cook. Cook to Colton Hager. He's open. Left side. Fires up the 3. Shot is short. Rebound by Cook. His put back up and in. Cook's been a scrapper. The Eagles scored their first points of the second half, and they immediately take a timeout. 5:57 left in the third. Warriors lead 31-18.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus LiveScan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Eagles use their third timeout. It's 31-18. Central in the lead here. We've just kind of been on a standstill the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. And it is the Warriors with the basketball after the timeout taken by the Eagles. And quickly in the offensive end, it is Lone. Lone goes off a pick and roll, tried to throw it to Isaac Lone, who kind of stumbled, and the pass intercepted by Kregel. Warriors, who don't turn it over very much, turned it over there, despite the fact playing without one of their guards, Griffin Hammersland.
Yeah, brother-to-brother connection. Usually that's gonna connect.
Teasy left side to Colton Hager, in the corner to Kregel. Kregel drives in, goes baseline to Armstrong. Armstrong's little one-handed floater, no good. Cook gets the weak side rebound. Surrounded by Warriors, takes it up left side, but banked it long. Armstrong gets the rebound, and he's tied up there. Rignitz tied up there with Armstrong. It is a jump ball, but it stays down here with the Eagles. The Eagles scrapping on that trip down the court.
Yeah, they've got a little size advantage here, so and they really need to hit those boards hard and get some extra opportunities.
All right, again, Waukon leading MFL Marmac, just in case you missed it, 29-17. Armstrong, high post, right side, intercepted there by, again, Owen Hammerstein, who drives in, then fouled by Kregel, who was not going to give up an easy layup, and it will be heading to the free throw line. Owen Hammerstein for 2. Looked to me like he used the weak side hand there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ball side hand, as you guys like to say.
Yep.
So
Did a nice job.
Owen Hammerstein to the free throw line. Free throw, it is no good. He'll get another opportunity. Owen Hammerstein this season from the free throw line is 23 of 35, 66%. Griffin Hammerstein is 14 of 19, the younger Warrior not playing tonight due to injury, at 74%. Oberbreckling back into the game. Teasy checks out. Brandt checks in for the Eagles as Armstrong checks out. Second free throw there. It is over the front of the rim. Rolls through. It is good. Warriors lead by 14. You get the feeling this is an important stretch here.
Yeah, it's either Central's going to stretch the lead out or Clayton Ridge is going to make a run and get back into it.
Brandt has the ball knocked away in the offensive end from Hertrump, but he's called for getting part of the arm. It'll stay down here. Clayton Ridge cheerleaders have been active tonight. I won't see which one, but one of them was outside coming into school and not wearing a coat.
Ooh.
Wearing a cheerleading outfit.
Their mother won't be happy to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're not gonna throw her under the bus. I mean, we already did technically.
Kind of, yeah.
Hertrump, by the way, checks out. Burns into the ball game as Hertrump dealing with some foul situations. Oberbreckling, top of the key to Brandt. Brandt left side to Hager. Hager with it, and he'll bring it right side to Brandt. Brandt holding it, back out on top to Colton Hager. Eagles down to 15 seconds on the shot clock, getting back into their look. So trying to make the Warriors play some defense here. Kregel, again, guarded by Owen Hammersland. Back out on top to Oberbreckling. They got to get into something here. 5 seconds to go. Oberbreckling drives in the lane. The ball knocked out of there. Brandt picks it up at the elbow. They don't get a shot off. They do, but the shot is short. And it did not hit the rim, so it should go to Central anyway. And it goes out of bounds. Oberbreckling did get the shot off, but it was a rushed and hurried shot. I didn't think he was going to get it off.
Yeah, I don't think he hit the rim, but either way, it was out of bounds off of Clayton Ridge as well. So
Kregel checks out of the ball game for the Eagles, and Backus comes back in. Clayton Ridge now out. Since the first half anyway. They played the 1-3-1, but they've been playing man this second half. Mason Lone, right side at the elbow. Covered, goes baseline to Rignitz. Rignitz tried to throw it, not for sure to who, but the ball ends up in the hands of Isaac Lone.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in there.
Yep, Isaac Lone, right side, rifles it over to Burns. His shot from the left block up and in. Nice look on the inside pass there from Isaac Lone. 34-18 halfway through the third quarter. Across the timeline, Backus. Backus, high post area with Brandt. Brandt lowers his head, takes the shot, fouled on the way in. Shot was long, but he was fouled, and Brandt goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, without Hertrump in there, Central gets quite a bit shorter, and Clayton Ridge does have some size. I'd like to see them take it down low and get on the offensive boards a little bit
Another
more.
boy score. Edco and Maquoketa Valley have played 1. They're tied at 8. Brandt's free throw, it's off the left. He'll get another opportunity. The point we were making about the shooting percentages is the fact that there's only about 6 or 7% differential. So by the numbers, these teams should actually be shooting threes.
Right, yeah, if you play the analytics.
Yeah, if you want to look at it like that. Brandt's second free throw on its way, and that free throw there is off to the right, short, and going up and get the rebound right back to Brandt. So the Eagles continue the possession. Cook back out on top to Backus. Backus, right side, stops, looking into the lane, now has the ball knocked away, but regroups, tried to throw it on top to Cook. The ball saved at center court line there by Cook, and he'll go right side to, again, Hager. Shot clock's at 15. Hager on the right block, back to Backus. Backus with it, left side, Brandt at the free throw line, drives in right side, triple team, throws it along the baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by Central. Cook actually picked up the ball along the baseline, but I think they say it was out of bounds first.
Yeah, I think it had bounced once on the line there before he grabbed it.
Colton Hager checks out. Kregel back into the ball game for the Eagles. And the shot clock's at 6. Also, Armstrong came back in. Kregel on top to Oberbreckling. They don't realize how much time's on the shot clock, and it's a 35-second violation. You took the ball out of bounds there and got the ball on top to try to get into something, and it's a violation by the Eagles.
Yeah, they only had 6 seconds when they inbounded that ball. You gotta be a little bit more aware and know your situation.
And again, Oberbreckling on top getting the ball there. You got it into the hands of your guard, but there just wasn't much time to work with to begin with. But it also says what the Warriors are doing defensively.
Yeah, they're playing some really good man-to-man defense.
We saw them with outstanding defense against Postville the other night. Isaac Lone, backdoor, they get it to Burns, this time from the right side, but he leaves it short. He was open again. Lone maybe robbed of an assist there.
Yeah, nice little set play.
Kregel back in the offensive end. He's been held in check. Brings it left side to Armstrong. Armstrong on top to Oberbreckling. A low throw, but Armstrong able to get it over to Oberbreckling. He'll back it on top. Again, the Eagles using clock. Oberbreckling jump stops, drives in, and there is a foul as he drives in right side. Isaac Lone maybe trying to draw the charge, but instead is called for a block.
Yeah, just didn't get to that spot, and nice job by Oberbreckling with the jump stop.
Yeah, that'll be the third foul on Isaac Lone. He'll check out as Rignitz comes into the ball game. Teasy checks out for Clayton Ridge. And it will be Backus coming into the ball game for the Eagles.
Yeah, so that's your one concern if you're Central right now. You do have 2 starters with 3 fouls each.
Yep, and a couple of your seniors, your 2 seniors that you rely on. Oberbreckling inbounds, goes in the lane to Armstrong. Post-up shot over Zittergreen, rolls off to the left. Cook, another rebound, put back right side, just rimmed down on him. Then Cook slaps it out of bounds back to Central, and Cook, hard work, not rewarded that time, kept scrapping inside, had some opportunity.
Yeah, I like what they're doing, though. They're trying to get the ball inside. They're just not quite able to convert, but 2 good looks by Armstrong and Cook.
Yeah, and if you're Clayton Ridge, Hertrump's not in the ball game right now, so this is Central's short lineup. Owen Hammersland drives, lost a handle on the lane as it was a tough entry pass, and the loose ball picked up there by the Eagles. Teasy back into the offensive end, and he brings it right side, back out on top to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling at the top of the key will back it up, try to get into a set. Oberbreckling hands it to Kregel. Kregel left side, goes baseline to Cook. Cook quickly covered, left baseline, double dribble with the basketball, didn't he? And they think, and here's right side, the ball knocked out of bounds. I think they gave him a recovery on the one.
Unless it was, it might have been knocked out of his hands there.
So it will be Clayton Ridge's basketball, but now 10 seconds on the shot clock.
See if they're aware this time.
And you should be, because you've got your bench and coach right there. Inbounds to Cook, left side to Teasy. Teasy trying to back his way, takes a contested 15-footer, well short. Cook, another offensive rebound, put back up and in. He's bailed him out a couple of times. Back within 14.
Yeah, Cook's done a great job on the boards tonight.
Owen Hammersland, deep left side for 3, shot no good. Rebound deflected out of there. Cook gets the rebound, then a reach-in foul committed by Zittergreen. That's the 4th foul on the Warriors now here.
Yeah, so like we said, fouls may become an issue here, and good chance for Clayton Ridge to climb back in the game if they can get some free throws.
So it was 29-16 at the end of 3, and we're pretty much been playing right around that level here in the second half. Central's outscored Clayton Ridge. Are you ready for this? 5-4.
Yep.
Cook in the offensive end. Left side to Armstrong from the left block. Shot is long, aired it out. Teasy saves it out of bounds back to Oberbreckling. His putback shot, it is no good. Armstrong, another rebound. And the Eagles get it back to Oberbreckling. Kregel takes it off balance 3. Right side, got it. He's so much of a better shooter squared up, but hits that one drifting to the right. And the Eagles back within now 11.
Yeah, and again,
and here's a turnover. Pass
rebound.
Picked up there by Teasy, but it's stolen away by Lone. Mason Lone cannot control it, though, goes out of bounds. He has a conversation and a nice smile with the front row of the Clayton Ridge fans. And the ball goes back to the Eagles with a minute to go in our third quarter. And they will bring Isaac Lone and Hertrump back into the ball game because, again, it is a small team when they're not on the court.
Right, and they don't want this to get back into single digits and give the Eagles any confidence.
Mason Lone, Burns, and Zittergreen all check out. I wouldn't think Mason Lone would be out in the worst-case scenario the rest of the quarter. Kregel left side to Teasy. Teasy guarded by Burke, who came in. Burke goes right side to Oberbreckling. And Oberbreckling, high post area to Cook. Cook shoot that jump shot. 15-footer, banked it long. He's had some good looks there. And the rebound pulled down by Hertrump. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Isaac Lone drives in the offensive end, and he's fouled there defensively. And I believe Teasy called for the foul. That is the second foul on the Eagles here in our third quarter. Colton Hager checking back in, and Teasy will check out for Clayton Ridge. And it will be off the left side of the basket is where the Warriors get it inbounds to Hertrump. Hertrump on top to Owen Hammersland. Tried to go right side to Rignitz. Slapped out of bounds by Kregel. We'll keep it down here with Central.
Yeah, looked like a little miscommunication there. One guy back cutting, the other guy maybe not quite looking for it.
Another score to pass along from Edco and Maquoketa Valley. Edco leads Mac Valley 25-14 at the half. Meanwhile, Owen Hammersland drives in. Double pump layup. Hit is up. Hit is in. Foul, count the basket. and the Warriors go back up by 13 rather.
Yeah, Clayton Ridge hopped into a 1-3-1 there to end the quarter, and Hammersland just exploited one of the seams and took it strong to the rim.
And it will be a three-point opportunity as Zittering comes back into the game with 30 seconds to go for the Warriors. Isaac Lone checks out. They weathered that situation. Armstrong checks out for the Eagles, and it will be Ethan Backus back into the ball game for Clayton Ridge. So Owen Hammersland lowered the head, got downhill, and the free throw on its way there, and they're up by 14. So it's 37-23, and that's, I believe the lead has gotten as high as 16 once. But Colton Hager has a lane, pulls him at the free throw line, 15-footer, it's off the mark, left side, rebound tipped out of there. Burke tips it into the backcourt. He's got a fast break, and he scores the layup. Owen Burke with a tap ahead, and the layup in transition. Warriors' biggest lead of the night at 39-23.
Yeah, just when the Eagles had kind of cut into that deficit, the Warriors going to run.
Backus, left side, top of the key for three, short off the rim. Oberbreckling reaching up, almost got the rebound, then ties up Zittergreen with 0.4 seconds to go. And it's the Warriors' ball. Not a bad deal for the Eagles. They'll get the ball to start the fourth.
Yep, steal a possession there, basically.
And Zittergreen will take it out of bounds, but I think the Warriors' best they can do is just get it in bounds. They get it to Hertrup at half court. He just turns and fires, which should not have counted, but it's off to the left anyway, and the third quarter comes to an end. So for the Warriors there, they finish the third quarter strong. They lead 39-23 as we go to the fourth.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
Warrior Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, Clayton County Recycling in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. We start the fourth quarter, 39-23, Central in the lead. Both teams put up, Central in that quarter ended up scoring 10 points, and they scored the final 5 of the quarter. They outscored Clayton Ridge 10-7. It is the Eagles basketball as we start the fourth. Colton Hager, TZ, Armstrong, Cook, along with as well Kregel. In the lane, they go to once again to Armstrong. Turnaround, little 8-foot shot, facing the basket from the right side, hits it, and the Eagles score here right away to start the fourth quarter. Can they make a run here in our fourth quarter? It is Burke with the basketball, tried to go right side, deflected by Kregel. Kregel tracks it down, saves it back to Armstrong, but he throws it away. Ahead to Lone, Lone to Hertrup, catches it, scores the right-handed layup. Hertrup, Isaac Lone, Burke, Rignitz, and Owen Hammersland out there, and the Warriors go back up by 14. Hager on top. We'll go through the shooting in the third quarter in just a bit. In the lane, Cook knocked away, plucked away from Hertrup. Has to be careful of those fouls. Cook backs his way down. The shot, it is long. Good straight-up defense that time by Hertrup. He banked it long. Isaac Lone back into the offensive end. Lone lowers the head, drives in, misses the layup. Tried it from the right hand, going there with the left side. Just left it short. It was pretty. Meanwhile, Teasy drives in, has the ball knocked away, but I believe they're going to say it went out of bounds off of Lone.
Yeah, got to use that left hand on that drive. Good strong drive, but take it up with the left.
Absolutely. As Burke checks out, Mason Lone comes back in. He sat out a minute longer than I thought he would.
Yeah.
And inbounds to Cook. Kregel in the lane to Armstrong. He's fouled as he catches it in the middle of the lane. So the Eagles going big, really, this second half, and you continue to just search with their offensive struggles.
Yeah, it's worked in spurts. It just hasn't been consistent enough yet.
And inbounds, they get it to Cook, who's left wide open behind the three-point line, goes to Kregel. Kregel, an offensive foul. Looked like he tried to hook Owen Hammersland, and that will be now the fourth foul on Kregel. So a major concern for the Eagles. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
Team-wise, Central was 4 of 9 overall, 0 of 1 from three-pointers, and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge, 3 of 16 overall, 1 of 3 on threes, and 0 of 2 from the free throw line.
So offensively in the lane to Hertrup. Turnaround shot. Tough angle to hit it. Missed it. Owen Hammersland, the rebound to Hertrup. Right corner for 3. Got it. Missed the 2 on an awkward shot to the right side, but hits the 3, and the Warriors lead by 19.
Yeah, really stretching it out now.
And Teasy across the timeline offensively. Left side to Kregel. And again, if you're the Eagles, you got to keep Kregel in. He drives in, feeds it left side to Cook. Bank shot up and in from the left block area. Did he bank that?
Yep.
And it's 44-27. In the lane is Rignitz. A lot of traffic, and Colton Hager able to dig down and steal it away. Eagles back across the timeline. They try to go to Armstrong. Hager had the right idea, but led Armstrong too far, and the ball goes out of bounds. And now we've got a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. 6:10 to go. Central leads 44-27.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
So again, our score, 44-27, Central in the lead. Timeout-wise, I believe the Warriors have 4 timeouts, and Clayton Ridge has 1 to work with here.
Yeah, it's a nice scoreboard, but I'm not seeing it up there.
The team fouls there, and it will be Isaac alone to take it inbounds after we return from the timeout. Yeah, you look at the scoreboard, you're right. It doesn't give the total team fouls.
Yeah,
it's got the fouls, but not as far as left side with the basketball there is Hertrump. They leave him open. Left side for 3. Shot is short. Rebound deflected out of there. Kept alive by Owen Hammersland. Back in the lane to Burns, who just checked in. Top of the key. Isaac alone for 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down there by Kregel. I don't see what we're looking for down there. Do you?
No timeouts left down there.
So left side, Kregel. Top of the key, takes an off-balance 3 left side. It's off the side of the rim. Shot is no good. Armstrong the rebound, put back off the front of the glass. Again, the Eagles have had second shot opportunities. Lone in the corner. Owen Hammersland, right corner for 3. Shot no good. And Cook gets the rebound. The Eagles have really done a great job on the boards tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing Coach Spurchwell, he's got to be happy with.
Kregel drives in, poked away from behind by Owen Hammersland. Mason Lone the loose ball ahead to Owen Hammersland, and it's back to a 19-point lead. Kregel lowers the head, takes a tough contested shot driving in. He's fouled on the drive up there. As Kregel brings contact, he'll go to the free throw line for 2. So the Eagles, again, struggling from the field tonight. And Central, not their A game offensively tonight, especially the way they played against Postal the other night.
Yeah, I agree. They haven't shot the ball real well. They've done some other things well, but shooting hasn't been their strength.
Free throw, it is no good. He'll get another opportunity. Armstrong will check out as Brandt comes in. 5:10 to go here in our fourth quarter, so the Warriors lead by 19. This is definitely the pace the Eagles wanted to play, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think every once in a while Central will get out and run, but it hasn't been just a continuously up and down game.
Kregel checks out. Teasy comes in. 4 points for Kregel in this ball game tonight. So then again, they really rely on Kregel in particular, Teasy as well. But you got to give Central some props defensively tonight.
Yeah, they've done a nice job.
Isaac Lone tried to go right side to Hertrump. Hertrump cut to the basket. The throw sails out of bounds, and a turnover by the Warriors.
And Clayton Ridge jumped back into that 1-3-1 there.
And you also have to give a tip of the hat for the Warriors. Playing without Griffin Hammersland, another key ball handler for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You miss, and then it changes everyone else's role too. Coach Wiley just talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, it doesn't turn the ball over hardly at all. Oberbreckling in the backcourt, fights pressure, but brings it in the offensive end. Tipped away by Isaac Lone. This time it's Owen Hammersland ahead to Lone, who lays it over to the front of the rim, rolled to the back. Biggest lead of the night for the Warriors, 48-28 here in the fourth. And ahead of the pack, Cook tried to lead Teasy, overshot him. Teasy saves it out of bounds. Loose ball on the floor, though, picked up by Mason Lone. They've got numbers. Isaac Lone fixed the pass. Now he makes it. Hertrump right side spins the shot, no good. Owen Hammersland the putback with his right hand, no good. Lone, third time's a charm off the glass, up and in. 50-28, and the Warriors are on their way. And a rare opportunity where they had Several opportunities on the glass.
Yeah, one of the few times Clayton Ridge hasn't rebounded well.
Brandt at the free throw line, 15-footer, banks it in. Bank stays open late on this blustery, cold Thursday night. 50-30, though, 4-minute mark of our fourth quarter. I would think the Eagles, being at senior night, may see the seniors, a few of them, back into the game at some point. And here is in the lane, Lone drives left side, swoops in and scores the layup. Mason Lone, who really hasn't had to score a ton in this ball game, puts him up by 22.
Yeah, that's his first shot attempt of the second half.
Yeah.
That was a nice left-hand layup. We talked about brother not using left hand earlier. He's, there was a nice left hand.
And Mason averages 11 points a ball game. So Cook off the left block goes back left side to Teasy. Teasy outside the lane, tried to go back to Cook, threw it behind him, turned it over. If there's one thing that is Clayton Ridge is a half-court type team, but their problem is when they play teams that have quickness.
Yeah, it's really tough for them to create a lot off the dribble.
And the ball goes back there to the Warriors, leading by 22. Isaac Lone, left side, try to go to her trump. It's deflected out of there. It'll stay down here, and the ball goes with the Warriors.
They just don't have many guys that can beat someone off the dribble.
And inbounds, her trump, deep left corner for three. Got it! 55-30 in this game, suddenly looking like the game they played the first time.
Yeah, it's gotten away from the Eagles here in the fourth quarter.
And backcourt area, Oberbreckling. Yeah, they were down by 14 to start this quarter. It's now 25. So Oberbreckling drives in, spins middle of the lane, covered, top of the key to Cook. Cook back over to Teasy, step behind the arc, top of the key for three. Shot no good. Again, the three-point looks he's had have been a little bit further behind the line. Shot no good, but there is a foul on Central, and that will be the third foul on Central. It's the fourth foul on her trump, by the way. So substitution. Burns checks out for the Warriors. Rignitz comes back in. Oberbreckling and Cook check out for Clayton Ridge. Bakis comes back into the ballgame along with Colton Hager. So you have Tate Hager into the game as well, a sophomore, otherwise four seniors on the court. Colton Hager thought about the three, but he's closed down. Drives right side, top of the key back to Bakis. So only thing left to decide the final score. Colton Hager on top to Bakis. Bakis right wing and feeds it there, looking backdoor. There's a 3-second violation, and this is on Brandt. Foot in the lane, right in front of the official, and the Eagles turn it over here.
Yeah, he wasn't deep in there, but in there enough.
So our score at the end was 36, or actually 36-23, wasn't it?
I would have to check back.
39-23, I believe, is what the score was.
That sounds right.
39-23. As we look at what is just a messed up score sheet, and that's on mine. Yours is in pretty good shape.
Yeah,
Her trump, free throw line, cut off. Left side to Isaac Lone. We approach the 2-minute mark. Warriors, the first place team on the small school side. Interesting matchup coming up for them Tuesday night. Mason Lone drives in, swoops to the left side, but he leaves the layup short. He had to kind of drift away on the layup. Brandt gets the rebound underneath for Central. There's 2:03 to go. You're up by 25 points. Why are you reaching in 75, 80 feet away from the basket?
Yeah, and you had one to give, but from this point on, you really don't need to be doing that.
And inbounds the Warriors here as Central holding Clayton Ridge to 30 points. They held them to 37 in the first matchup. And here's a foul, and this is on the Warriors, putting Clayton Ridge into the bonus. So, again, if you're Central, you've played too well defensively tonight to get a little sloppy.
Right, yeah. It's getting to the end of the fourth quarter. Just move your feet, keep them in front of you, and get this clock moving.
And Colton Hager to the free throw line for two. Free throw there. It is off the right. He'll get another opportunity. Again, Central has Turkey Valley. That'll be our matchup Tuesday night. And the Trojans trailing by one game coming into this action tonight. But again, they've missed out. Turkey Valley's missed 2 games this week.
Yeah.
Colton Hager, second free throw. It is good. 55-31. Warriors in the lead. Back to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland back to Mason Lone. On top to Hertrump. Hertrump trying to back his way down and has the ball stripped away by Colton Hager, then plucked back by Mason Lone. Steal for the Eagles, and now we've got a timeout taken by Central. I think they want to put the reins on things. 142 to go. 55-31, back with the final, perhaps after this.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Hey Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
I think the Warriors are going to work some clock.
Yeah, I think Coach Stramer said, hey, we need to settle down here and get this clock moving.
24-point lead. Let the play clock wind down. Get in your offense. 10-second mark. And it is again Owen Hammersland with the basketball on the right side. Clayton Ridge getting ready to go to their bench, as I believe a couple of seniors coming in. Mason Lone left side. Hertrump left side for three. Got it. All right, there was 8 seconds on the shot clock. You'll be okay with that.
Yeah, under 10, I think you can fire away.
58-31 now our score. So there's, again, Gephardt checked in there. Left side, Backus open left side for three. Got it. Ethan Backus hits the three-pointer, and a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge, but all they're going to do is bring in subs.
I think it's just a sub, yeah.
Yep.
And Central's emptying the bench as well.
And Central bringing, again, 5 out, 5 in. Into the game for them is number 20, Trayson Sylvester. Into the game as well as number 10, Maxwell Shantz. Number 15 into the game, Henry Reimer. Owen Burke back into the ball game. And one more, number 4, Keyshawn Foster into the game. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, they have brought Kregel back into the ball game along with Cook. So you have 5 seniors. And I figured this, it's, senior night tonight. Yep. Let this group finish.
Exactly. That's how you end the game.
And if you're Central, see if you can get a sub into the scoring column. Reimer, right side. Goes in the lane there to, again, Sylvester. Reverses it left side to Foster. Throws it away. And we can say it again. It's one thing to have a turnover. It's another thing to have it end up in the hands of your head coach.
Threw it right to Coach Stramer there.
And he was open.
He was.
And substitutions now, as he wants to take out the seniors now to give them a round of applause. So that's exactly what Coach Spearshaligan wanted, to get 5 seniors on the court. So they have went a little deeper into their bench now. As into the game for them is number 32, Mason Hinsman. Armstrong back in, number 40 into the ball game, and that is Nash Reimer, a sophomore. Number 15 into the game in Cale Barnes, and Tate Hager checked in. I think we got everybody for Clayton Ridge now. So sub's going to finish us off. Driving in the lane is Tate Hager, tried to go left side, overshot him. It's a turnover by the Eagles. At the end of the third quarter, I don't think we expected this to happen.
No, I thought it, maybe get out 15, 20 at the most, but Central's just really put it on them.
Free throw line, Foster to Reimer. 15 seconds to go. Foster left side for 3. Hit the top of the backboard and then bounced away. So the rebound pulled down by Reimer for the Eagles. And it will be Tate Hager into the offensive end. Let's see if they can get, Coach Spearshaligan says, let's run something here. Let's get the shot off. Right side, go. That is Hinsman. Right side for 3. Short, had a good look, and the game comes to an end. Central has set themselves up for a great matchup with Turkey Valley on Tuesday night. The Warriors control the game for 3 quarters. They pull away in the 4th, and Central defeats Clayton Ridge by a final score of 58-34. With the win, the Warriors 9-6, 8-4 in the conference. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge drops to 5-10. They are 4-7 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Combine strong winds with icy conditions and you have a winter storm recipe for downed power lines and outages. Get prepared now. Put together a kit to help keep everyone safe and warm during a winter storm emergency. Have extra blankets handy and stock up on water, flashlights, non-perishable food, essential medicines, and more. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Welcome back here, post-game show. We're going to try to move this along as, again, just like everybody else, we want to get home before it gets any colder tonight, and everybody be safe out there tonight as that, again, cold weather warning going into effect. It has already started to certainly cool down. It's down to 0 degrees, as a matter of fact, according to the latest weather information we have, and it's only going to get colder as the night goes on. So, again, our final score, 58-34. It is, again, Clayton, Central beating Clayton Ridge. Couple of scores. Waukon leads MFL Marmac at the end of 3, 36-29. Edco leads Maquoketa Valley at the end of 3, 33-19. Hope we get some final scores, but I'm not going to guarantee that. Let's go through the individual totals as the Warriors win this ball game. Let's go to the totals. First off for Central.
Central, Owen Burke had 5 points tonight, hit 1 3-pointer. Mason Lone with 8 points. Jake Hairtrump with 13 points with 3 threes in there. Isaac Lone with 11. Owen Hammersland with 13. Carson Rugnitz with 3. Jay Zittergreen with 3 and Garrett Burns with 2.
All right, so everybody involved for Central. That's kind of been the norm for them this year, despite playing without Griffin Hammersland in this ball game tonight. So other guys stepped up for them offensively. They averaged 60 per game, and again, they put up 58 in this ball game tonight. Totals now for Clayton Ridge.
For Clayton Ridge, Ethan Bacus with 5, Ober Brockling with 2, Colton Hager with 1, Seth Kregel with 4. Gabe Cook with 8 and probably a lot of rebounds. We didn't keep those, but TC with 3. Let's see. Owen Brandt had 5 and Tate Armstrong had 6.
All right. And as far as, do we have the percentages done shooting-wise in this game? Or I should say what they shot, I should say.
Yeah, Central as a team was 23 of 53, 7 of 21 from three-point range, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. And Clayton Ridge as a team was 14 of 48. 4 of 17 on the three-point line and 2 of 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah, so the Warriors shoot 33% from the three-point line coming in, and that's what they end up shooting tonight. Meanwhile, a little better shooting percentage from the field. Other shooting totals.
Yeah, so free throws, both got to the line 8, 9 times. Central made a few more. And, yeah, I think just came down to Central made more shots. Not a lot more, but they got a few more and made a few more.
Yeah, and again, I think both teams defensively, Clayton Ridge went with a couple of different looks. The Warriors' quickness a problem. They had a couple of runouts there, especially in the second half to pull away there. But Central defensively did, I think, a solid job throughout this night, just basically switching everything against with their man-to-man.
Yeah, they did a great job, I thought, moving their feet for the most part. The only thing that gave them a little trouble was when Isaac Lone and Jake Hairtrump both kind of had foul trouble, and Clayton Ridsge pounded it inside a little bit, made a little bit of a run, but not enough to really threaten too much. And like you said, Central just really used their speed. When they went on their runs, it was because they got out in transition and got some easy hoops that way.
All right, so we, by the way, have a final. Waukon defeating MFL Marmac tonight, 51-36.
Wow.
I mean, the Bulldogs average in the upper 60s point-wise there.
Yeah. I know Waukon is usually plays pretty good defense. So.
And, well, Waukon beat them earlier 55-54.
Yeah.
But holding MFL Marmac to 36 points, you got to give a tip of the hat there. And for MFL Marmac, I think you tell them if Waukon only would have scored 51 points against you, you probably would have won.
Yeah, solid defensive effort by MFL Marmac. Just apparently couldn't score the ball tonight.
All right, let's go through the scores as we continue here. I wouldn't think these coaches would be overly long, or at least I, again, shouldn't be. But our girls' final tonight, Central Girls won 46-34. MFL Marmac over Waukon, 54-34. That's a big win for the Bulldog girls.
Yeah.
And Maquoketa Valley, a game Edco team, but Maquoketa Valley wins 56-46. Those are the games we are following tonight. Coach Sass, your thoughts on our girls' game tonight?
The girls' game, pretty competitive for three quarters. Central just came out with a little bit more energy, made a lot of free throws down the stretch to kind of pull away, but competitive game. Both teams, I thought, played defense really well tonight. Offense, still a work in progress, I think, for both. But both coaches, I think, got to be happy with the effort and the intensity their kids played
for
with.
Clayton Ridge, certainly one of their better ball games. I mean, we saw them in the third quarter look outstanding. And I think after the first quarter, they hung on to the ball better.
Yes.
Central playing without a starter tonight, a game effort by them. And just as it turns out, they were able to get some baskets in the fourth quarter, a little more up-tempo, got to the rim, hit the free throws, and you win by 12.
Yeah, absolutely. They got up by 6 or so, and in a game like this, that was enough. And then Clayton Ridge had to foul. Central makes enough free throws to kind of stretch it out and win more comfortably than they probably should have.
All right, so our boys' final once again, Central victorious by a final score of 58-34. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, first off here, let's talk about defensively. I think you've got to be pleased with what you guys did defensively tonight.
Yep, extremely pleased. We talked before the game. We really had to hang around the defensive end. First game without Griffin in the lineup. We knew offensively we might have some guys out of position, but again, we stepped up on both ends. But we thought the defensive end would be less of a adjustment for us, and I was very, very pleased. Honestly, the one thing we needed to work on was rebounding, but our initial defense was very solid all night long.
All right, offensively, we mentioned everybody involved, but Jake Hertrump, Owen Hammersland led you with 13 points each.
Yep, and again, not having Griffin, it kind of puts those guys in different spots. Owen had to play kind of that top of that 2-1-2 offense more than he typically does. He embraced that role, and then honestly, I thought our offense kind of sparked with some steals on defensive end. So like you said, defense kind of led to our offense.
Yeah, which again, Isaac Lone was the benefit of that. He was in double figures with 11. Mason Lone, another quality floor game from him with 8 points.
Yep, Mason does so much for us. He's kind of the trendsetter on defense, applying that ball pressure out front of their guards, and then he's kind of our quarterback on the offensive end, getting us steady. And I know Isaac and Jake were both in foul trouble early and often. They did a good job playing through that in the second half.
And I think your bench, again, you're pleased with the effort you got from the kids from the bench. Zittergreen hit a three-pointer coming in. Burke hit one, too.
Yep, absolutely. Those sophomores, especially not having a JV game tonight, they played with confidence. They did their roles. And again, I was just very proud of the defensive end. I think Burke had a couple steals for us. Tice hit a big three and was physical. And then Garrett Burns off the bench did a good job cleaning up the glass as well.
And Carson Rignitz into a starting role defensively, what he did.
Yep, he's always got energy and effort. He does a lot of good things on both ends. And I thought tonight he did a good job of crashing glass as well.
All right. We got a big game coming up Tuesday night now, don't we?
Absolutely. Kind of turning the page here. Big one. Obviously, nothing tomorrow, no practice, anything like that. So long weekend. Really got to lock in Monday's practice and get better because, like you said, it's a big one coming on Tuesday.
Yeah, obviously Turkey Valley. What do you know about them?
Well, we know if we want to get to where we want to go, we got to take care of business on Tuesday. Kind of a big game in terms of small side of the conference. The Booster kid and the Cruz kid are lead them for them. I think they're both averaging over 17 a game. So obviously got to locate those guys. And again, we don't know if we'll have Griffin or not, but it's next man up. Kind of circle the wagons and do what we got to do to get a win on Tuesday.
Yeah,
hopefully.
certainly hope he recovers in a quick time for you there, and hopefully ready to go Tuesday night. All right, we'll talk to you before that game Tuesday night. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks again, Dan.
Yes, Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer talking things over about his team. Again, still hoping to talk with Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage. But again, our boys final tonight, it is Central winning by a final score of 58-34. As I'm joined by Coach Sassigan, we're going to just kind of talk about that ball game. And Central, again, defense travels. You know that, right, as an old ball coach?
Absolutely. Defense is what's going to win you games. Offense is fun. It's nice to see all those three-pointers going and stuff. But if you can stop the other team from scoring, you're going to win. And then I think Coach Stramer talked about it. It can lead to offense as well. You know, when Central got those steals, got out and ran, got those easy hoops, it takes a little bit of pressure off your half-court offense.
All right, so meanwhile for Clayton Ridge, again offensively, we know what they want to do, as they wanted to be patient on the offensive end, and we saw some signs of that. As defensively, I don't think they're overly disappointed with what they did.
No, I thought they played well defensively. You talk about Central getting those easy hoops on transition. Well, that's going to make Clayton Ridge's defense look maybe a little bit worse than it was. In the half court, I thought Clayton Ridge defended quite well. Central did not shoot a great percentage by any means. So I think they got to be happy with that. I think they rebounded real well. They just didn't make enough shots tonight.
All right, so again, for Clayton Ridge, where they go schedule-wise here, and they'll have a makeup game with Turkey Valley coming up, but they have West Central coming up, and then we'll see them next Friday night against MFL Marmac. That's a boys' doubleheader there, JV varsity. Yeah. We're just bringing you the varsity game. So that sets the stage for us. Tuesday nights, we'll be in Elkader. Turkey Valley and Central, the number 11 Turkey Valley girls. And that'll be a challenge for the Central girls. And that boys game, let the hype begin.
Yeah, that should be a good one. Turkey Valley's got a nice squad. We know Central's got a nice squad. That might end up being for the small conference or small side conference title.
It'll certainly have a big say in that. So our Chalk Talk begins at around 5:45. Girls game time at around 6:15 with the boys game to follow here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. Then Friday night back down here in the River Valley, it is Clayton Ridge and MFL Marmac. Again, the Chalk Talk at about 7 o'clock. Varsity game time at 7:30 here on KCTN FM 100. And again on KCTN.com with the live video or the KCTN YouTube channel. I know that Coach Spirschlage having a conversation there with a group of kids that he's had. We look forward to catching up with Coach Spirschlage, but I know he said that it could be a lengthy conversation there, and he may not make it up for the post game.
Senior night, it means a lot, not only to the kids, but the coaches as well, and I'm sure he's sharing some special moments with some of his senior players.
And it'll get us a chance to get out of here before it gets any colder. So good to catch up with you, Coach Sass.
Yeah.
Thanks for filling in tonight.
Yeah, anytime.
And nothing like ball on a Thursday night.
Yeah. It feels like a Friday.
Yeah. So again, our final score, the Central girls win 46-34. Central boys win 58-34. For Coach Mike Sass, I'm Dan Barnes. Russell Schmira, that's why I was tongue-tied, got Schmira running our camera for tonight's ball game. And thanks to, once again, Caitlin Mussman for running our studio show. Be safe out there, everybody. For a complete recap of tonight's game, highlight scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.